Screw it. Why not? Let's tweet. Live. Okay, gotta pause it on here. Love, not love. Live on the YT. Alright, we'll lock in on the actual stream when there's actual stream to lock in on. But right now I'm updating soccer stuff. We've got it up though, but there's still 10 minutes before we go live. We're in Swiss round 5. Probably update the Discord with this information later. Just gotta make sure I bring it up on my own phone. Alright, my ads are up. I can just paste special here, right? Yeah, we're good. Swiss round 5. Only these two from Myth is insane for Swiss round 5, but all right. And then how many of these guys are just out is my question. CRR is just out, so we can drag that there. No, that's too far. CRR is out. Atau's in it. Atomic's in it. KV1 is out. Both these guys are out, so we can drag this here. These three are still in it. So I'll update the other parts later. But Yan, Fever, they just didn't do it here. LJ just didn't play here. DS just didn't play here. Fever is out for the rest of the tournament. Diaz is out for the rest of the tournament. None of these guys are out for the rest of the tournament. But I had some guys get eliminated round 5. These guys did. Jor did. So we dragged these two far and these two. Okay. Monkey Moon is just those two. Same with Exotic. Lost. Just didn't play in round 5, but he's got a lower AFL match to go. Raise Bull's out. Magic Bear's out. Mata is out. That looks right for Dolphin. And then Zen. Just these two. Daniel just that one. First killer just there. Banana Head. Out. She's out. Chronic just that one. Appjack is out. Reddles is out. Joyo's in it, Atomic's in it, Sphinx is out. I know I can get technically better with that in terms of who's playing in upper AFL and lower AFL. I've got time, so why not? I'm gonna switch. Which drink is in front of me? Jolly's in the upper AFL. Beast Mode is as well. So is Vatira. Atomic is. Atau is. These two are in the lower AFL. And then Napo is in the lower AFL. So is Clears. So is Yan. LJ's in upper, so we block that off. Rawas is in lower. Monkey Moon is in upper. Lost is in upper. Or Exotic's in upper. Lost in lower. He's there, and then TRK is in lower AFL. Zen, they're both in upper, 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 And these two are in lower. Okay. So these are going to make for good graphs. These are going to be the better graphs. Actually, these won't be half bad as well. This graph is terrible. This graph is how the scores have progressed over time. You can see I had an insane round one. And I started to fall off. And Belair's kind of had me beat since. But then he had a downturn here. And then Dolphin has taken the lead. It's actually crazy how close this thing is right now. Dolphin at 24.18, B at 24.17. So. But I've got my replay groups up. We're ready to go for when that starts. And then, yeah. Got the game up. I don't know if I'll be able to update the group chat with the results. We'll see how it goes. I might be able to text it on my phone, but I don't know if I'd be able to show it. I want to be able to show it, but let's zoom out a little bit. This is a weird formation still. So weird. What should I have for breakfast? I don't even know. Should I have Torres as a goalkeeper? Look at this. This is the saves per game performance by Torres. All right, if you're gonna be that close, I'm gonna move you up. That way I can actually see the whole thing. Look at this Torres saves per game. 2.43 saves per game. Like, sure, you can look at like Defense Simulator, right? They're being insane, but no, I don't want to. Hey, get out of here. If I had Torres as my goalkeeper with a 1.2 saves modifier, he would have cooked. What if I just set up a different type of stream? How much time do we have? 2:41. We could just do that. That way the bar doesn't look terrible. And I can like pull up calculators and stuff. Because like if I search on here, it'll come up, yeah. I wonder if that makes it run faster. We'll find out. And then I have the second monitor up, so anything else I need to do. I just got to keep that in mind in case I need to like switch to the one monitor method. But this is a series between Yan, Naupo. Oh, he's got no one in this series. Dang. Yan, Naupo. Drufo didn't get drafted, which is weird, but here we are. Rawas lost to TRP. So it's just me and Dolphin competing this first series. Oh my gosh, that's pretty fun. It's pretty fun considering those are we're neck and neck for the lead. That makes it peak. RLCS, dude. How much time do we got? 1 minute? Thank goodness. I'm getting tired of stalling. Yeah. Dizzy goes undrafted. Torsos for Sears go undrafted. Biggest undrafted is Drew fell. This is a ton of fun though. Hoping for a game 7. I need at least, I mean, I've been hoping for a game 7 on the final for so long. I think we'll get one game 7 today. I feel like it's inevitable. Like the matches are just too good. I should, nope, that's just me. Should bring up the major tracking. Furia Twisted Minds is a game 7. I hope it's less. I hope that one is not as close, but I definitely see that going 7. I want Furia to win that pretty cleanly, to be honest. Oh, I didn't update this. I'm still in denial. Teams are good, but have been inconsistent. Oh, whoa. We're rolling the intro. We gotta watch the intro. They gotta turn these crowd mics on if they're not on. We gotta hear the Berm crowd going insane. I want Twisted Minds to win, but I'm also gonna be sad if Furia out top 8. I've been very strong on Furia, and then that Vitality series happened, and that was actually their first loss of the entire season, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty brutal. But so I definitely think Furia are the better team. I hope they're able to actually pull it off and win, because otherwise I really got to reevaluate South America. I have to do it anyways because Secret was underwhelming as all that, but I really have. There's the crowd. Production. Beautiful.
8 teams remain in Birmingham. 8 stories.
But
still being written now.
Yeah, if Twisted Minds beat Furia, then I'm gonna have a lot of people who love Mina getting in my face about it.
Hero's journey of Geekay. Each story.
Almost reverse swept Dignitas me off. Furia is almost getting reverse swept by Complexity. Yeah, but then Furia went out and smacked Dignitas around when Twisted Minds lost to Dignitas. Production is insane. I love this.
The arena is open, and esports greatest fans are in the house. 5 matches on tap today, including our first ever 1v1 finals. Welcome to the Birmingham playoffs.
This would be perfect if we didn't have the whatever this is in our way. Hoping both teams in best form and it's at least a banger. Have we be the winner? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I need Napo to score a lot. Dude, if Geekay upset, oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. I like the Falcons a decent amount, but it would still, like, still gotta admit, Geekay pulling that upset would be incredible.
Good morning, Rocket League fans around the world, and welcome to day 3 of the Birmingham Major. We have 2 days.
Bates, what are you doing?
In store for you. 8 teams remain. 1 team will win the trophy. It's gonna be a good one. Get up and get loud. It's game day, and gentlemen, we got a pre-show. We got 30 minutes before Twisted Minds kick off against Furia. Johnny,
Geekay are capable of a 4-0 and an 0-4 and everything in between. That's true. You're right.
In the tournament, 2-sided teams in the tournament, the strongest that Mina's ever looked. But Furia kind of rallying yesterday. I was losing hope for them, but now the hope.
I think everyone was losing hope for Furia. The other thing that I noticed is that, like, a lot of LAN winners have embarrassing performances at some point. Like, if you think about, if you go like back in time, BDS at Worlds didn't really. I think they lost a series, but it wasn't an embarrassing loss. But EWC, they got trounced by G2 with NAS instead of beast mode. In London, G2 got trounced by Falcons. Gentlemates were clean. Vitality at Worlds 23 were clean. Vitality at Worlds 20, or Vitality at Boston got embarrassed by BDS. Karmine Corp were clean in San Diego. Gen G were embarrassed by Oxygen before going on to win in Rotterdam. Like, there's a lot of teams that get embarrassed and then go on to win the same LAN. So I'm not actually giving up hope on Furia yet, all things considered.
this tournament, but hats out to all the teams that were here, including Luminosity Gaming
Joyo
from
with the home
APAC,
crowd,
taking
yeah.
out the entire OCE region.
Geekay
Hats
just
off
passed
to
Dignitas in points.
Absolutely, folks.
Dude, imagine saying that like
An incredible
5
day,
weeks
a
ago.
2 days of 30-plus games.
Imagine
of
saying
Rocket, 30-plus
Geekay
matches
would
of
be
Rocket,
third in
best of
EU
five, so a couple hundred
before
games
Open
there.
3.
And, I mean,
Oh my
the
gosh.
action started right away on day number 1, Johnny. I mean, Vitality, Twisted Minds might be the best match of the event so far.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was seeing there. Zen, Naupo both going at it head-to-head, but the whole squad showed up as well. Twisted Minds and Vitality, they look phenomenal. Vitality look like they might be the best team so far this event, but
I need someone to humble Vitality, though.
I'm
I'm gonna be real.
We'll see.
I also got to get a
how the
blanket
teams
for my feet.
Slept last night, how they prepared for today's event to prepare themselves
I'm gonna
for
get that.
this playoff bracket. The top teams, this is a double elimination bracket. 4 teams are starting in the lower bracket, so those 2 bottom matches, those teams only have 1 life. You lose, you go home. The top teams will get 2 chances here.
And then once you reach the top 4, though, everyone resets back down to 1 life. So grand final, no bracket reset or anything like that. 1 best of 7 to determine the winner.
We'll see how they
Score
do.
predictions
And
for
again,
today.
lots
Good
on the
question.
line here as
Um,
well. Prize pool.
let me
It's
pull
going
up the
higher and higher
bracket.
with every match you win, you place better. We have already given out prize money and points to the bottom 16 teams or the bottom 8 teams of the 16. So every team still alive in the tournament guaranteed
4-1.
6 points and $15,000.
I don't
from
think
this
it's gonna
point
be
on, but
Geekay. I'm gonna
everybody
be honest.
trying
I
to
think
get
Falcons are too
those
good.
30 points,
4-2 here.
$102,000 up there at the top here, Bates.
$102,000. I think, listen, I'm going to speak for myself. I know $102,000, that would be nice for me. I don't know about the people in the crowd right now, but in this economy, I need as much.
Biased.
But they're also playing for something a little more special with it.
Oh yeah, baby.
And then I'll give
Over
Ultimates
there,
one,
the official
but-
silverware partner of the Rocket League Championship Series is
Vitality
Thomas
4-1,
White.
KC
We have a
4-2,
new
Mines
trophy,
4-3,
a
and Geekay
beautiful
4-2.
trophy in
Okay,
the
okay.
building, and it shines, Bates. It glistens over there.
I need to see. Well, I don't know. Some of these could not go 7. This one's probably gonna go 7.
That's what the players are playing for. To go have the ability.
I'm gonna give it 7
have the
actually.
post-game interview, and
Complete
then walk on
opposite.
And then hoist that trophy and become Birmingham major.
I desperately want Ultimates to win this.
Yeah, they're known
Like
for
you
their
have no idea how
sports
badly I
elite
want Ultimates to
sports,
beat
including
Vitality
football,
today.
Rugby, golf, and tennis. Thomas Light will craft all
And
official
then
trophies and medals for RLCS 2025,
this,
producing 3 trophies,
or
21 medals.
other way,
this
actually.
season. We appreciate them being part of the Rocket League Championship.
I want
Series
Yan to win
family
that.
Here, folks, it's gonna be a crazy day. That trophy is gonna sit
Vitality
there. It's gonna
Furia
look pretty
rematch would be
for 2
crazy,
days,
though.
Johnny, no one's gonna touch it until one team wins the end.
Yeah, we're keeping a close eye, so nobody try.
It would be amazing if Ultimates beat Vitality, dude.
Moderated to make sure nobody touches.
For the record,
Lots of cameras on the
Ultimates
trophies, lots of cameras
first
on the
killer
and lots of
owns
cameras
Monkey Moon.
being broadcast in ways
Like, what's
you
their
haven't
record
seen
against each other?
before.
If you
Head to
really
Twitch.tv
go
/
down and
RL
think about
Esports.
it.
You can check out the crowd cam POV
It's like
stream where
Monkey
we
Moon
are
didn't beat First Killer
broadcasting
until
the entire
EWC
Rocket
last
League
year or
tournament
something.
from the perspective of the stands in a game, similar to
I think
how
Ultimate's
you would
defense is
see
gonna
a football
collapse under
match
that
or a rugby
Vitality
match or a
offense.
hockey match go down.
I mean, I could see that, but
You'll be an egg in the crowd, and you'll get to watch from
I
one
just-
camera angle the entire time.
I
So if you
believe.
have a hard time
I don't
following
know.
the game, if you
I don't
can't
analyze the
play it, but
gameplay
like to
super
watch
well
it,
enough
then
to
that
be
might
like,
be
oh yeah, their
one
defense is
of
gonna
you.
crumble.
Or
Normally with
more
SSG, I can
have
tell you,
family
but
members
not
who
every
keep
other
trying to
team.
get hooked on Rocket League, and they're like, I
Ultimates
can't
and
deal with the
KC win.
camera swinging around, and who am I watching?
I want-
like that? To put 'em in
I
the
want
seat
North
when the
America
fans
to
are
do
used to
so
it.
well in this upper
Yeah,
bracket
very-
because it
very
would shut
common. It's what
so
you
many
used to
people
watch,
up. I've
you
seen
know,
predictions where
on
NA goes out
horizontal
5th,
way
6th
of
twice, and we don't make top
watching,
4,
sporting
and that's
experience
insane
and
to
shit like
predict here.
Absolutely. Well, the players are playing for the prize pool. They're playing for the trophy, but they're also playing season long for the
Ultimates
progressive
beating
accolades
Falcons
here,
was
as
so
there
sweet
are
to watch.
3 awards being given out at the end of the season for the top striker, playmaker, and savior across the entire season, Gibbs.
Yes, it
This is
only at
insane.
Majors, though, so international play. So we'll see this over.
Oh, this is
Major
only
1,
a
Major
Majors,
2,
okay.
And then, of course, the World
Yeah,
Championship.
Napa
Right
putting
now,
up a
we see
1.11.
huge
He needs
leads
to
in
be
the
scoring more
per game
goals for me.
category, but this will change throughout. But shout
Drawley-
out
thank
to
goodness
Talik
Drawley's in
and
the
Nupo as
midfield,
well,
dude.
and Twisted Minds, #1 offense in
I mean,
this
some people had.
tournament, so you
I don't know
expect
who had
some-
Vitality going out in Swiss. That was a little bit optimistic.
A bit different this season, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
It's
some
a
hate train right
combination
there.
of team
Wait, what's the
appearances. It's a
save?
bit-
Oh,
a
the
bit
savior
different,
is
this
different.
season. So if a team's
Okay.
got not many goals conceded, you're going to do quite well there, and also if you save a lot, you're going to do quite well.
Yeah, you have to be having to be stopping teams.
So,
while
where
also
is
being
it?
competitive.
I have-
So they well-crafted award
I'm
there.
doing
So
the
let's see
soccer
how it
thing
goes.
with
Let's talk,
friends.
about the best
And I've got
players
Napo
from
at striker,
yesterday.
so
We
I need
have
him to be
some
scoring.
memorable moments. I'm
Our
excited
first
for it.
series
He's
is
gonna walk out
Twisted
the
versus
gate
Furia,
top
so let's
plays
break it
of
down.
day 2 of Swiss. Take it away.
That's right. That was a gift.
Vitality going on Swiss is unreasonable in this Hapo reaction, you're right. But, oh wait, it's top 10. We'll watch the top 10.
Yeah, we're gonna see him against Mawkzy later on in a 1v1, and I tell you this. Yeah, and if you get a cook like that,
I can't believe they let
that's
Jack
number
do
5.
that.
Number 4, you got Beast Mode from NRG coming at you from the sky. You know what he brings to the table. Buy one, buy two,
Nice
buy
B
three.
mode.
We call that a splash, and we not just talk about the gold explosion. Beast Mode when he's in the sky, NRG always has a chance to shine.
1v3, dude.
Greatness right there, and of course, Archie Money. If you're a Geekay fan, I hope you're excited for his match coming up very, very soon. If Archie's up in the
Wow.
sky making
Okay,
money
alright,
like
that was solid by
there's not
Archie.
much you can do. Gets by 2 right
I
there.
didn't see this. This is
So
against
big is a
Dignitas?
reset
Oh,
by
he's making
FJ.
dinner.
See you later, son, and it only helps him out, bumps out Stizzy. Number 2,
Oh, the
Bear
bear
makes
was
magic.
filthy with that shot. This was ridiculous. I remember saying this. I'm like, wait, hold on. We saw that, right? Like, that was real for Magic Bear? Oh, and Stizzy's shot has to be number 1. That's a slot.
Make it count when it mattered most. Tied up 2-2. Game 5. Stizzy comes off as aggressive.
Oh, the ceiling as well. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And the speed on that shot. He needed
Yeah, that was
every
good.
kilometer per hour there.
It's a good
What
top
a shot
5.
by Stizzy.
Incredible stuff. They're also
But no,
incredible
first
in the top
series,
5,
I need
where
Napo
most
to
of
be
those players aren't
scoring.
in
I
the
need
tournament
assists
anymore. What are
and
we gonna get
saves
today?
from Yan.
The players who still can compete is going to be incredible.
yeah,
now.
they're not.
We
I need
don't
Lost
just
to
have
not be
a
scoring.
3v3
If
action.
Lost
Today
scores,
is
that directly hurts
incredibly
me.
Special, historic day in
and
RLCS
then
history. We
he's
will
got-
have the first ever 1v1 on LAN event. Mawkzy
Wait,
will be
there's
taking
2 other
on Yan
players
for the prize
Twisted
of
Minds.
playing, well, there's a point for a few prizes, but most importantly,
Twisted
they
Minds
feel like,
players.
Johnny,
Rise.
playing at the World Championship.
Yeah, especially
for
you
some
know,
reason I
him,
thought it was
as a
Falcons
Frenchman
versus-
trying to qualify to the Worlds in Lyon. But yeah, a lot more to play for.
Rise,
$10,000
where is he on the
today,
pitch? Oh,
guaranteed
he's
prize money for
midfield.
just
So if he gets
participating at
assists, then
Worlds.
that's good for
And, you know,
Myth.
being the first major champion for
And
1v1
then
in RLCS history is pretty special.
Atomic
Johnny,
if
I
he
mean,
gets
you've
saves
been
and then
huge
assists.
pillar of the 1v1 scene for so
Yep,
many
Belair's
years,
in this.
but
He's
having-
been doing really
never
well.
quite seen 1v1s in an arena where the alpha boost shakes the floor. The players are using it.
He's
Yeah,
at
this is special because
23.72
we
right
finally
now.
can say that, okay, between
Dolphin and I are
Europe and South America,
insanely
this will be
close.
the best player.
Oh, he
Because
could definitely
we've never
win.
had a LAN for ones anywhere near the
Myth
skill.
is
There's been a few
here.
over the years, but nothing anything close to this. So
This is the
I'm
graph
really excited.
of
And then also
scores
the
over
matchup
time.
is
So like after
amazing
round
because
1,
polar opposites.
I had an
Mawkzy
insane round 1. That's
only
because
focuses
Yan
on
faced off against
1v1.
Chiefs and
He's
put
not
up
even
like
here
Wilt
for the
Chamberlain
3v3 at all.
numbers.
Yan has to play 3v3
Then they've
first
kind of
today
steadied
and
out.
then play 1v1,
Belair
but
has had a
Yan
lead
has
for
all
a
that
while,
LAN
but it's slowly
experience.
come
We'll
down.
see if that plays a factor.
Belair's
So I
last
assume
3
game one
picks
is a big
were
test for
ridiculous
Mawkzy
performers
to see
right
if
now.
those nerves
No,
are
you're
gonna
good. You're
go.
good.
We'll see if we can do it. 18 minutes until
Belair's
he's on the stage,
these
which
are
is
in
pretty
draft
good.
order,
We'll
so he
see
drafted
what
Zen
happens
first,
a
then
little bit
Daniel.
later
His
on.
last
For the
3
people at home
picks
who don't know, and for the
are
people
all
maybe
like
just who pay
way
attention
above
or just
average.
watch it for the first
I
time
think
here,
average
who
for this
haven't
is
paid
around
attention, but
2.2 if
don't
you
know
put the
teams.
player in the right spot.
Let's walk through the 8 teams who are still
And
alive. Starting things off with our
Atomic
world
has been
champions.
insane. Atomic
Vitality
early in
picked
the
up
tournament was
BDS roster after they
ridiculous.
won Worlds last year and combined the best players in the world with the best player in the world.
Atomic in Series
Zen.
1 put up a
We have Vitality.
3.6.
There's
In
5
Series
World
2 put up a
Championship titles here at this
3.23.
event. There's 4 on
Series
this
3,
team
2.22.
alone. Vitality, Monkey Moon, the 2-time
Eventually
world
he starts
champ.
to
When
fall.
He shows up at LAN, there's
But-
benchmarks online. No questions here whatsoever. Exotic. World
And then
Championship
actually the biggest
MVP,
surprise of
it's
this tournament so
strong.
far
They have
has
the
been
hardest
Reddles
road
putting up
through
a
Swiss, taking out
3.00.
3 teams that are still in the tournament,
Like,
and yet they still went
This is
3-0.
insane.
really put it
This
together
this
here.
is
I didn't
currently
expect
top
him to look
5
this cohesive.
performers.
I didn't expect him
And
to
this
be
was like the
consistent.
41st
All
pick in the
lines,
draft.
anything
Dolphin
but
literally
that.
had
They've
Reddles
really
on his
struggled,
board as don't draft
to
Reddles.
synergize as a roster,
And he's
but there's
been
never any question
carving it
that
up in the
volume
midfield,
and
and he's
all
locked
their
in. Like, he
efforts
can't get any
involved.
worse than
Obviously,
this.
Zen stole the show early on in the
So,
event.
I don't know,
Won't
what are
give
we
it an
watching?
exotic, but
Okay,
combined it
summary.
For many a goal, and they've really
After
shown up,
Swiss, who do I have a
especially
front runner to
yesterday
win?
against
Assuming you're asking the
Very, very
tournament,
strong performer here. One of the strongest teams in the world.
I'm so
Again,
scared of Vitality.
bringing
I'm
world
so real. I'm
champions
so
in a sense.
scared
Players
Vitality's
get
just going to
carry
come
that
out and
title
win this.
with them across the organization.
They've
So, we'll
looked
see if they can continue to build
insane.
that legacy.
Yes, and they're in the upper bracket, #1 seed, so they will have 2 lives at the beginning of this tournament.
Yep, absolutely. Now,
Vitality take down
the teams from
Twisted
North
Minds in a
America.
banger
North America
match.
had a
Then they
few teams
embarrass
recently
the
here. This
heck
team,
out of
I
Furia.
characterize him as the gatekeeper.
And then
I don't know if you agree with that
they
characterization.
handle
If you
NRG
get
with Zen
past
getting
him, you get a
0
shot
goal
at NRG.
participation. Like, that is scary.
Yep.
So if I had to pick one, it'd be them.
They're gatekeepers, but I will say that they are a team that can win this whole entire tournament. First killer, better known as fourth killer for a lot of people.
What's up, Wade?
That's his name.
How we doing?
But he's added LJ, a world champion, offensive MVP back in Dusseldorf, and he's always shown in LAN.
This series against Falcons was therapeutic. Oh, if NA bias, it's NRG versus Ultimates in the finals, and Ultimates take it all. LJ finally gets his win. Nah, NA bias can only get you so far as well. Geekay or NRG to win. Yeah, I'd be okay with either of those two. If Geekay win this entire thing, I gotta update the video. I made a banger video that people probably just thought was normal, so that not as many people watched it. But I made a great video about Geekay, and I'd have to amend that if Geekay win this whole tournament too.
Get past them, you get a shot at the title.
Okay,
They're holding the gate to the grand finals.
I like it.
I appreciate you watching that banger video.
I like it.
They're good. They're good.
Geekay's the team of the people. True.
Moving on.
True.
To talking about a team that needs no introduction, but in case you've been living under a rock, they're the most
Watched 3 different videos about the Geekay run. Yeah, I wish I had gotten mine out sooner, to be honest. Especially since like the magic kind of wears off after time.
And lots of hate whenever you come to these live events because they have so many passionate fans, and I think everybody else just kind of rises up.
I like contemplated whether or not I was going to do it.
And
I appreciate that.
everybody else
I appreciate
better rise
that.
up against these guys. They've been unstoppable online, and they've only had that one
I like
loss to GK
contemplated whether or not I wanted to do it. I
first.
knew I wanted to, but then I just never got around to it until it was like basically the day before. And then I'm like staying up till midnight doing the audio last second.
I think it was every bit as impressive, and for me, although all the top 8 teams are contenders.
If Geekay somehow won, I don't think it would be even biased if you're screaming about Joyo if Geekay win. Joyo has looked phenomenal at many points in this tournament.
Titles, they're the EU 1 seed. Whoever's the EU 1 seed coming into a tournament is always going to be the favorite to win it all. So we got K-Corp here. They're looking great. Vatira, he's still looking for that world championship.
Let's try to find Myth in the crowd.
He wants to continue the trend, get as many points here as possible to go to France.
You're talking about we were talking about Mawkzy earlier and the pressure he feels as a Frenchman trying to earn the opportunity to play
Geekay win,
in
I would
France. This is a
genuinely
team
lose
that's
my
been dealing
mind.
with
There will be
pressure
so many
for
people losing
years
their
at
minds if
this
Geekay
point.
win.
Now, speaking of teams that have dealt with pressure for a long time and have held up to it with consistency, Bates, I'm just gonna let you run on it. It's NRG.
Yep, NRG. Just in case you've been living underneath a rock, this is your first time tuning in since the RLCS World Championship back in Fort Worth. This is the OG2 roster.
Ooh, good
Atomic
pass.
Beast Mode and Daniel from last year.
Crowd would
The
be
team that
insane.
had
That's
just
true.
enough
Home
wins
crowd
to
for
make the
Joyo.
final.
Like they're gonna have the crowd with every series, aren't they? If that carries them to beating Falcons, look out, because they're a dangerous team.
Even better, but their offense has been a little timid, a little tame. They haven't hit you with the explosiveness and creativity like they were last year, JB.
Yeah, the good news for NRG fans.
So I guess Twisted
NA
comes
fans
out of
is that
Swiss
this
with the
team
buck holes
has
with
been known
8,
to
or
start
with the
slow
lowest
and
buck
then
holes
improve throughout the event.
from that
And when you
3-2,
look at
because they
their
face
overall
Furia.
run, Swiss, it's not a
And then I'm
super
guessing
close
Falcons
start.
are the upper
They've
seed.
done
They're
Ultimates,
6
they played
versus
Vitality
7.
pretty close to
Not that it
start
matters all that
and
much,
they
but
handled GK without too much difficulty. So I think they're already playing at a very good level, a level that's probably higher than even the event they won last year.
And these are your North American champions for the past 3 years, it feels like. The one team from North America that can take down the top of Europe, the top of MENA. But they've come so close, made a lot of grand finals, just fallen short at that world championship, so they want to bounce back.
Furia 5th, Falcons 6th, Geekay 7th, Mines 8. Okay, that's the seeding for the lowers. For the uppers, it's Vitality 1, I assume.
They're trying to continue here.
Ultimates 4. Yeah. I know Ultimates are 4 below NRG.
Potential to win it
So.
all. Teams that are one of the favorites to win it all. Let's talk about the fastest offense in the world here, Johnny. It's the Falcons.
Yeah, they're in the lower bracket. They had to go through 5 rounds of Swiss to get here, which is not normal for them. They did not have to do that last year at all.
Is that the first
But if
time
we look at the
Falcons have
4
ever
teams
gone
who
to a
start in
round
lower
5 in
bracket,
Swiss?
This is the one standout for me that
I think they were talking
can
about it
win this
yesterday.
event if they can get the momentum rolling. They're going to need to step it up, though. They look very
Because I
messy,
guess they
they're
did when they were Sandrock
even a defense
in,
that's known to be a bit shaky, a bit disorganized,
Sweden.
should be able to handle.
Other than that, like they run through the upper brackets in London. They go 1 and 3 technically in Rotterdam. So I don't like they have had bad performances, but that was also the Amado Khaled version of the roster.
To make the defense a little bit easier, because right now their third man's been on an island a lot, but if the offense is clicking, they won't have to worry about that.
We'll see.
Then yeah, San Diego's pretty mid.
We've seen from them so many
Then they
times
pick up
before.
the Twins
Was that
after
round 5?
they sweep wild card,
Well,
which makes
something.
sense.
Well, no,
Like the
never
wild
know.
card
Probably play the game.
stage,
So excited
not the
about
team.
now. One other team we want to talk about here. The best story The best story happening in Birmingham.
Now we're talking
right
Geekay.
Geekay Esports had no business being
KC
here.
NRG being the last series. Every one of these series
They
is a
are
banger.
excited about this Cinderella run we're seeing.
But KC NRG is like the
It's
big
magic.
name
That
hitters,
is
which
what
is going
these
to be
guys
fun.
have. They
I just
went
hope it's not a
European
blowout.
over 3. No one counted them in to make a top 4 run. They go 12-0 on the final day to qualify for this major.
Dude,
They go to
Nick
round
looks
5
so
in Swiss.
serious.
They dropped the first 2 games badly, I will say, as well, with some own goals, and then they win 3 in a row to qualify for the playoff bracket.
Yeah, we had Archie, this goal you're seeing right now. We put that
Yep,
in the top
Geekay
place.
made it
That was
here.
Number 3 in the top place of the day. He also had, for me, the standout own goal of the tournament. Just,
game 1.
just sinking it straight in the middle
Wow,
of the
I
net.
can't believe
Had a
Dignitas
lot of
reverse
the
got
hotel
reverse
yesterday
swept
about
there.
that one, but yeah, he bounced back from that. They started off terribly in the match yesterday, and they still got the win.
Somehow Archie just hangs around, dude. I don't get it.
Well, this should be the favorite. I mean, the favorite for the crowd.
crowd
favorite. I mean,
favorite,
listen,
yeah.
you got 2 British men, you got Joyo, and you got Archie, and you got Ole also leading the boys as well. So listen, it's not a surprise that this crowd just got loud for him.
Absolutely.
They were down 1-0 with 1 minute left in game 3. I had it on the background while I was cooking dinner. I was like, all right, Dignitas are going to win. It's over. And then I see, like, you know, basically I hear the commentary going insane, and I come back, and it's Archie sealing it in game 2, or in game 3, and I'm like, wait, did Dignitas actually just throw that, and then they lose the entire series after that? It's insane.
Of this bracket. This is double elim, so those two
Games were at
teams, those two
7
matches
a.m.
are
for me,
in
and I
the
stayed
lower
up to
bracket.
watch
You
the
lose
round
those
3.
matches,
That's crazy.
You go home. If you win in the upper matches, you continue on. If you lose in the upper matches, you drop to the lower matches, and you get to continue to try and play here in Birmingham. So the Falcons versus Geekay and Twisted Minds versus Furia will be single elimination matches.
Yes, but this is a beautiful first round, all international play. We didn't get
That's a good
19
point.
kills here,
All
so
international.
We'll see how this pans
How about
out.
a
Very
setup?
happy about that.
Can
Like
we get
NA didn't have to play each other
no
in the
international
bracket,
in the next one as
Europe,
well?
But also Mina, Twisted Minds, and Falcons both in that lower bracket.
Here's the schedule for today.
The only way that we get a non-international match
1v1 in the middle there.
in the next round is if Geekay win here and Karmine win here. That's the only, and Karmine lose here. That's the only way we get a non-international matchup. Legit passed out mid-round 4 and missed Geekay. Oh no.
Let's start with Twisted.
Well, that was the series they lost though, so it's fine.
Introducing first, on the blue
Okay, gotta watch
side,
stacks.
representing Mina, they are the round 5 survivors. They are Twisted Minds.
I love how they carry the Twisted Minds. And of course, Atomic has the freaking Spanish flag, dude. Of course he does. I got Furia in this one. 4-2 or 4-3. I think it'll be close. But Furia got to be able to take this. I need Napa to score a lot, though. And Yan to be getting assists and saves. Personally, have Twisted. They looked good. Twisted have looked. I mean, they lost to Dignitas. They looked phenomenal against Vitality.
Atomic from Spain, Rise from England, Portugal,
And then
of course, so just a little
Twisted
bit
have beaten
twice, and
Chiefs
that was the
and
talisman from Saudi Arabia.
Complexity
Just
and
feels like
Genji.
Mina, they just bring the flash.
Furia
They
has
bring the spark.
beaten
We saw this
Dignitas
throughout the entire
and
Swiss.
Chiefs
Just play after
and
play, just making some amazing moments happen. And Atomic leading in the player maker category.
Who's Furia's round
Last
3?
land finish was a last place finish.
I should know
However,
this.
in the top 8 playoffs.
Top
Complexity.
eight playoffs, you know why? Because he's with the man who knows.
So I think when it comes to
the
common
stage.
opponents,
Over
Twisted
3
Minds
years
have played them better.
Yep.
But you have the
Over 3 years,
Dignitas where it's
you
like
know,
Furia beat
with the
Dignitas
land
who
stage
beat
feels
Twisted.
like back when Team
So-
KC Rise, so many grand finals, so many victories in his resume and his repertoire. He hopped over from EU to Mina to play with this young kid right here, JB.
And he's been stealing the show now.
I love these stats. You got age, which is a cool indicator. RLCS debut is awesome. I wish we got to read it longer. Jeez. And then highest land placement. I think those are the 3 most important things. They tried to do the like maximum amount of points back in the day, but then they keep changing how many points happen per season. So
here they are, top 8.
And if there's one player that's going to take over this match, it will be Nalbo. It'll be him versus Yan, very, very likely. So we'll see if those fireworks happen here.
dude, those computers work so fast. I wish I had that.
But they got to get their opponents on the stage.
Dig really should have gone through if they don't throw through games 3 and 4 against Geekay. Yeah, that's true. They probably should have gone through, but
Representing South America,
pressure unfortunately
beware
gets
the
them.
fury of the Panther. Beware of Furia.
I don't think you're getting the crowd lost. I'm sorry. Gotta make sure I'm not like dropping frames or anything. I gotta pull this up. Okay, we're good. We're good.
And these are your South American
Don't feel great about
champions,
Geekay
the
because of the
only
ups and
team to go
downs they were
perfect
in that
18-0
series.
in main
Falcons
events
might
in
use
the
them as a
online
momentum builder.
split.
Crowd is
Led
not how we
by, of
lost
course,
one
Yan,
thing.
who's also
Yep.
the 1v1 Sam champion, and with an incredible 88% goal
Best land
participation.
finish.
But
Third,
he needs
fourth.
help as well to take down Twisted Minds. Lost is going to be that aggressive player to try and make those plays.
What was Drufo's
Jorginho
first
showed up
appearance?
Huge
Big
in
time.
round 4 in Swiss to get him here.
Yeah, Jorginho was
X-Fall
massive
too,
for the team
okay.
yesterday, and that's what gives me the most hope about their ability to perform as a team today. It wasn't just the Yan show, just like
Geekay could be down 3-0 to Falcons. We still have no clue who wins. That is very true. Dude, these guys all debuted at like the same split. That's insane.
For Twisted Minds. It was Lost and Jorginho for Furia, who performed incredibly well, in my opinion, in round 5.
And we always talk about Yan. When it's land, he's
Geekay
going
could
to
just
show
turn
up
it
again.
on
88%
and become the best
goal
in the world
participation,
over a
leads
sweep.
all
Yeah, that's
players
true.
here. So 1 out of every 10 goals is what
Walking
he's
effects
not
are cool.
part of
Yep.
For Furia. So he'll be involved in the offense.
The show is awesome. Like, honestly,
Team getting
it's so
ready.
fun to watch.
They've got their pre-game rituals. We've always talked about how that lane is
That
important to
thumbs up
find.
from Jorginho every single time. Did he catch the
Drufo's so
ring? I didn't
funny.
watch him. I didn't see it.
Uh, uh,
Oh, I think he actually was. I think yeah, he was going for it. I also believe that today might just be a lost birthday.
Oh, it is Lost's
It
birthday.
is today.
It is
Because
today.
I think he tweeted at midnight.
Yeah, I tweeted today. I believe he turned 21 years of age. So happy birthday.
No, he turned
to
20,
Lost.
but
And
okay.
Listen, I know for his birthday and for his family back home, they want to see a W. It's going to be a tough window going against the Twisted Minds squad that has had a tougher road, I should say. And Twisted Minds peaked so far, especially that first
Can
year.
you stream on
Vitality,
Twitch? I
they
need
look
to
like
farm
they could
drops.
practically
Would
be
they even
but
like
they didn't
farm
play Vitality,
drops?
so
I don't even know if I
Furia,
would have drops on
let's see what
Twitch.
you can do.
I don't know how that works.
Looking forward to seeing if Rise has been warming up his vocals as well, because he does. of
I also
course,
don't know how to
Portuguese
multi-stream
fluently,
yet.
which
Maybe
he
we'll
can
figure it
use
out
to his
eventually.
advantage, yelling across the stage at the
But
Portuguese speakers.
I've got the
across
audience
room.
here,
Not many
so-
people can get inside Furia's heads, but Rise can.
So that is what I want to see. It's the loudest team in Furia who's going to yell at them versus the loudest player maybe in Rise who's just going to yell for his entire team back at them. So we'll see how this plays out. against
Yeah,
them.
Rise against Furia on
I've
stage
seen
could
him
be so
sing
hype.
in Portuguese across.
That's what I'm saying. How many players are here at LAN debut RLCS X? Yeah, that's true.
Catch yesterday's action. Maybe didn't catch the interview with Atomic after they qualified.
I'm reading a chat for a guy who's not even in
Brian was asking,
here.
How do you guys like stay like mentally solid? How do you like stay in the zone and stuff like that? It's like, oh, we sing Spanish songs to
All right,
each other.
Napo to score.
Adorable and also so
Yan to
cool.
assist and save.
Music, getting
That's
the
what I
vibes here.
need.
Here's the pregame huddle.
Rise
from
to
Furia that
assist.
They've been doing for years at this
Lost
point.
to
And, I mean,
score.
You got birthday buff lost. You
And
got
Atomic to
the
assist or
Yan,
save.
Stage buffed Yan. Like this is a 50-50 in my mind.
And
Just
with
a yelling
Jorginho
match.
looking
Yeah, it's
great
gonna
at
be
the end of
awesome.
Swiss, so that's a confidence builder as well. I think they have a lot going for them. But Twisted Minds, again, has been a tough opponent for everyone. They played 2 European teams to Game 5. and
If
then
this
everyone else,
series
they
goes
kinda
long, I'll
looked
probably
cool.
eat lunch
They
during the
were just
next
better.
series.
And a lot of people had question marks coming into this event.
I was hoping to
with
save it
Twisted
for the
Minds. I think a lot
1v1,
of
but
us had them
I'm getting
power ranked in the
hungry.
top
I didn't
8,
have any
but the
breakfast,
casual
so.
fan base was like, I think you're giving them too much respect, but they have definitely earned it through these 2 days of Rocket League.
Yeah, well, chat, let us know who you think is going to win the Progressive Fan Vote. Hashtag FUR, hashtag TWIS. Get those votes in. We'll let you know who the fan favorite is at the end of the show. I feel like we're all going to be talking about Nupo versus Yan. Yeah. And that matchup here. I kind of got my eyes on Atomic versus
He did
Jorginho,
that
too.
yesterday.
What do you do?
He leaves the stage for a second, and he comes back. What's
Wash
he
his
doing?
hands.
Oh, he goes to
Wash
wash
it.
his
I
hands.
don't know.
Is that what he's doing?
I saw him wiping the hands, so
Oh,
maybe he's got to wash
maybe
his
he goes
hands
to the
with some nice
bathroom prior to.
warm
Sorry, Mike,
water.
I cut you off.
got some pregame, some ritual for him. Again, for the players, like this is such an alien environment. I mean, if anybody in the crowd has ever gotten the opportunity to stand on that stage, especially when the sound's going, it's none like anything you've ever heard. You're just
Complex. Oh, what's up, Vaz? We're coming in immediately defending complexity. I love
It's
it.
hard to stay focused. And when you're used to playing in your bedroom, or you're used to just playing in your
Complexity's
house
at
all the
least
time,
11th. The
this is-
World
you
IMO,
can
they
be
played
like,
so
I know
well, but
This game, why am I
ran
not
into
doing
3
well? It's
brick
important to
walls.
have rituals to keep yourself grounded.
And that's a big experience buff for Furia as well. 'Cause they
Yeah,
went to 8
honestly,
RLCS
Complexity did
lands.
nothing
They
this
made
tournament
the
to
top
make me
8
rank them
every
below
single time
Gen G,
but
so I'm going to
2.
keep
So they
that.
played in front of the crowd a lot. The problem is,
They
usually
might
when
be
they
12th,
get to these
though,
moments, they falter. They just can't.
because I
It's
think
like a
ninjas
Twitch
are still
Spencer.
above them.
They've only been top 4 twice.
Hey.
So
In other words, like, as much as I...
Pretty
Sorry,
special.
Faust. As much as I didn't really want Complexity to do great this event, I will admit, like, it wasn't necessarily their, you know, they played to their level. They did as expected.
That rings in my mind. Anytime Furia's on the stage, I'm like, maybe this is the time they do it again.
Yeah, I feel like they
and it's
said...
anytime now,
Everyone
right?
keeps
We
talking
keep
like they're
saying
going to drop their
Furia is
team
eventually
immediately.
gonna
I thought they
take
were
that
keeping them
road
through
and
June.
go over it and become one of
But
the
I
best
could be
teams in the
wrong
world.
about
But they've
that.
always fallen just a bit short. Like the World Championship last year, they lost to
Might even be the
all four of
Ori's
top
last
four
series. I hope
teams
it's not.
bow
I
out
hope
this
they at
tournament.
least stay for the
And
second
that is not
split.
to blame them that they're the 5th best team in the world. It's just they know they want more.
But they're also
They
gonna
wanna
try to
make it
shop
over
them
that
around.
last hurdle, and it begins with Twisted Minds. It begins with this lower bracket run.
Okay, Johnny, but it is kind of at the end of the day. We're pretty certain it's going to be Nupo versus Yan.
Yeah, this is the matchup we're all looking
Surely if
forward
they
to.
continue this.
You know, Yan has done this so many times.
Keep them if
before.
they
He's
find the
taken over
sponsor,
stage
yeah.
Matches against top tier opposition.
They weren't
The goal
included in
participation truly is
EWC, were
ridiculous.
they?
He's basically
I actually don't
touched
think it
all
matters. I
this
don't think
score,
they would give
but,
money for a team that,
you
or
know,
for a sport they're already in.
either. He's not
But-
involved in as many goals, but
Surely there,
sometimes
like,
it's an
surely there will be
outplay
another
for this
EWC team to
that
come along and
creates,
swoop them
and
up,
then
especially if
they
they're
just get
performing
this
close
system,
enough
you've
to be
always
able to
gotta
make
look out for
EWC.
that touch as well.
Like they were 1 point off from being third, which was like the bar.
Folks, let us know who you think is going to
So-
win at home. We'll let you know who we think is going to win up
I don't know
here.
exactly what the
Johnny,
qualifying factors are this year,
I
but
had to think a long time about this one. Twisted Minds, less experienced in this position as we saw. Atomic, best result ever for him. Now Pope, brand new situation for him as well. But I am going to go Twisted Minds. I like what I'm seeing from them throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, but it's
Furia
not
have been a bit
Complexity,
more
that's true.
Off
That's
and on
true.
for me. And although they finished incredibly strong, actually finished with a better record.
whoa, hold on, Johnny Boy predicting Mina? No
I
way.
agree with Johnny. I think it's a minor upset, but I think Twisted Minds takes this, and we've
All right,
seen
at
Birthday
least
Buffs
Gibbs will
go
admit it's an
terribly
upset.
wrong throughout this
Maybe
tournament.
Johnny did too. I was
Yeah,
almost.
it's been rough. So I am also going to go with Twisted Minds. I think it's going to be very, very close, though.
Great.
This desk better not sweep.
I'm picking them too.
Wave pod. Be the smart.
Sam. I don't think they want me to ever pick Sam, so that's fine. I'm gonna go with Twisted Minds. I do think that there's gonna be a little bit more quality in this match, and you just gotta trust in Rise. I picked against them yesterday because I wanted the Gen G storyline, but now since there's no Gen G in his way, I gotta go with my brain, and I got Twisted Minds getting it done.
We've been back and forth, and up here. As we've gone down the line, my brain's been, yeah, I agree with that. Wait, nope, I agree with this. You know what? I'm going to go with the birthday buff on this one. Give me Furia. I think Furia gets the upset here.
Sometimes, like, I feel like
But you don't care
maybe this is a
what
hot
you think,
take.
chat.
I
Care
don't.
what the coin thinks. We have
I think the
Twisted Minds on one
predictions
side, Furia
contest
on
between the
other end of
casters
air,
is
and
making
it's gonna
it,
be Twisted Minds
like,
for the coin. We'll
more
see
difficult because I think
if
you
the
need to
coin
have
holds.
people predicting
My goodness.
contrarian points, even if they don't 100% believe
oh,
it.
wow.
Like I think you need to have those contrarians
Think so?
being like, yeah, no, this team could absolutely win.
Brand new.
But now it's all about
Two-vote difference.
predicting to try to get ahead of the casters, which is a fun mini game. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it leads to more like, oh yeah, I'll predict the upset here just because I needed to win. But it's like you get less into the like, no, I think this is how they're gonna win. Like Bates predicting Ultimates over Furia yesterday was a perfect example, or over Falcons yesterday was a perfect example of this.
In Birmingham.
But like they took a game up dig, took Furia to 5, and ran into a Twisted Minds in round 4. They 3-0'd Secret easily. He played really well as normal. Plus he has a land buff. They just run into a top tier teams. Yeah, them handling Secret drops. Secret plummets in my rankings.
Our first two teams came to the major with a lot to prove, but only one can advance to Championship Sunday. Mina's Twisted Minds.
This was just the first time Complexity didn't get a Mickey bracket all year, honestly.
And Yan and Furia have an unprecedented shot at 2 finals this weekend. This is where the pressure rises. This is playoff season.
And this is...
This is Rocket League.
Let's get it. All right. I was looking for Secret to do good too. Yeah, I'm bummed by Secret, dude. That's like, it makes me reevaluate the whole region, which is sad. No, wildcard, Gen G, Ultimates teams all within their tier. Nah, Complexity's above wildcard. Without a doubt.
It would have been lovely. They were one ahead against Complexity by now. They were
I don't know if Ultimates are in their tier anymore. Ultimates just took down Falcons.
Gonna be interesting here to see just how Furia can deal with the sheer pressure of
This camera's going so fast.
Vice versa, both teams been putting up great offensive numbers.
Yen safe. Wait, we need that. We need that. All right. Oh, we're just switching so fast. This is hurting my head.
Come to fruition when we had Vitality or Zen versus Nalpo.
Falcons are shaky right now, yeah.
Yan have that little bit more to give when he also has the 1v1 to look forward to later.
It's going to be huge. Yan is going to be a tired boy by the end of this.
Oh, Yan.
But still, he comes forward with the ball. It's also a rematch between one of the most insane matches of Rocket League we have ever seen.
Okay, good play by Drufo.
So many years
I think we gotta like just take off the following the
Twisted
player
Minds.
perspective. This is
Had
going
4
so
teams
fast.
since then. Yan and Furia
Oh.
remain the same. Here's a top
Okay, good.
rise
Good
in the
save,
center.
Drufo.
Couldn't quite find him. Both teams have had half chances.
Lovely shot
Oh,
down there
Yan.
from the KBM. God in Drufo. Nice to have
I
him
forgot
back for
Drufo was on
Nalpo.
KBM.
Control and boost. You've seen him go
Yeah,
anytime.
Joyo would use the crowd to
This
win
very
this thing.
event, couldn't do it that time.
It'd be crazy.
Clearly been reviewing that little bit of tape. Rise of 50, right hand side up high in the center. First to do it is Nalpo, shoots wide. Oh,
Whoa.
Back towards his own corner is lost. Catches it again. Yan now one chance. Nalpo redirect central up high. No one's there.
No, not him.
To it straight down. Crossbar. No clang. Wasn't quite close enough.
A small taste of the Twisted Minds pressure we've been
Oh yeah, I'm
seeing
curious what the
since
crowd does
Birmingham
with the
started, though.
clang on the
Very good way
crossbar.
of that.
No, thank
Backwards
goodness.
in their own goal line. It's awkward and loss is awkward yet again. 12 boost. This is best not to waste any.
This
of it.
is
Yan goes
getting
from the
difficult to
ceiling.
follow. I'm not gonna lie.
Charge that ball down. Nalpo has a chance to
I watch this
stop
esports
the
so
back
much,
to
and this is
Furia
way
goal.
too
So far, it's
fast-paced.
looking like in game 1, Twisted Minds the better team.
Stunning amount of pressure so far coming out from that team that have been second to Falcons time and time again. They did get one victory over those Kings of Mina in Open Qualifier 2 back in their own region with a couple of imports on their side. And this has been a great result so far as well for Atomic. His best LAN result so far.
Napo, oh
Playing
boy.
through the lower round 1, especially in this open
If he
era.
doubles off the,
Gives
like,
it
2
away
taps off
again.
the ceiling, that'd be
Only funny, a
insane.
Twisted Minds player. They're playing so far up, Furia are becoming suffocated.
The pressure is immense already, and it's best to
Napo, steal it.
Shot again by Atomic.
If Twisted Minds have to score, I need Napo to steal it. Oh, but Yan's save is good too.
To be their star, they need him to conjure something. Because right now it's seeming like Twisted Minds, the superior trio that can of course change in a heartbeat. 1 goal, 1 spark. Here comes Nalpo to get it over.
Okay,
the
good
top of
50.
Yan, can't quite do so. Atomic in the air. 30 boost
Who
left.
died?
He's
Yan
holding
died.
as much as possible.
Oh!
He almost steals in from there. Could have been a goal from nothing for Furia.
Just a whisker away from sneaking
Come on,
in
Yan.
on the far post. And now Yan up in the skies, 40 boost, lures one in, does go low with it, then attempts the bump. Lost now, has to try and work it around the side of Atomic, isn't able to. Drufo, central, 1 touch. Impossible to get. The Yan, the strong
Sure
third
for
man,
either,
will
yeah.
now go
Oh,
solo
whoa.
on his own. 1 down.
Let's go.
Finds his
Let's go.
way in, and the debut goal, despite the pressure, here for the crowd is in favor of Furia.
Oh, I think he just baited Rise there.
Furia needed their star
Belair has
Brazilian
Atomic
on the
defense
ball
or
when Yan
offense.
finally had it
Belair
back.
has
He wasn't gonna make any mistakes.
Atomic
I'm not sure the
assists
Twisted Minds
and
defense was
saves.
covering
It's
his own goal. It
mostly
might
in
be
favor of
left on here, but
saves.
lost. Pushed the ball away
I
from
basically
Yan.
favored it so that midfield, like if you're a true midfielder, it's 100% based on assists. If you're a true striker, it's 100% on goals, and then if you're a center, like a true center back, it's 100% on saves. And then like other positions on the field made it like 80-20. So like right back and left back are 80-20, like 80% saves, 20% assists. And then like wingers are 80% goals, 20% assists. Center defensive mid is 70% assists, 30% saves. But Atomic is a right wing back, which is 70% saves, 30% assists. And it's like, I say percent because there are multipliers to even up the stats based on like what the average number of saves is per game at the last LAN, what the average number of assists is per game, and then the average number of goals per game. And so with those multipliers, it's basically like it makes it relatively even based on expectations. I think being on offense is better because there's a wider like range that you can get. Like the average goals per game is like around 0.6 or whatever, but some people get up to 1, and then if you have a ×3 multiplier, like all of a sudden if you're at 1 goal per game, you're getting a 3 points. That hurts me because that's Dolphin scoring, but whatever.
And that hit from his own half is going to be
but
Furia game at number 1.
with
Well read by Loss. That's the birthday present.
so that does
for
make
him,
offense a little
Tommy.
bit stronger because no one's getting 3 saves per game. The highest we'll see this LAN right now is at least held by Torres. Probably won't get higher than that. It's a 2.43 saves per game, and there's only a 1x multiplier.
People predicted
But-
Twisted Minds, and that is why. But Furia, they're the ones who managed to.
But the offensive positions are easier and funner, or more fun to draft anyways. Because defense, like, before, because Direct is now doing saves per goal attempt, or goals per, or saves per goal against or something, which is basically a tracker of a slightly better defense. But is there a bigger multiplier for getting stats in the playoffs? No, I didn't want to do that because I also wanted to incentivize, like, just picking the players who are best for the stats. That would also be very difficult to keep track of.
But we do see Twisted Minds, they weren't able to, as we were saying, despite
I'm planning on making a video breaking this all down
half of that game,
and, like, making it a little bit shorter than just ranting about it for hours, so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Come to Lost birthday party. Welcome everybody.
I know,
But-
thanks Blast for putting it on and then put some Rocket League on the side, why not?
It's going to be a beautiful celebration of.
All right, that was a pretty
today.
clean game for
And
Furia,
they
all things
impressed me. They
considered.
really rode the storm there.
I need more
Defensive
goals
Rocket
from
League is
Napo,
the most
though.
difficult form of Rocket League to play. They had to do it
Right now,
an
Napo's
awful
sporting,
lot
like,
until they had their couple of chances. They took them well.
20 games.
And of course,
21 goals.
Twisted Minds, the fact that they had
So maybe picking wildcard players would be, or something would be good. Yeah, no, what I found is that, like, my entire back line, my center backs are Catalysm and Torres, and then my goalkeeper is Sosa. Like, I literally looked at the stats from the past LANs and was like, you know, the best defenders are, like, the APAC and SSA players that are constantly on
And in the game, it
defense.
was their star man Yan, who was the MVP. He got that first
So they
goal
can
as
cook
well
on
as a
those
couple of
stats and not
saves
risk
with
losing
shots.
their average in more
It's
games.
getting
Yeah,
a lot more
exactly.
involved, and Twisted Minds will have one
Like,
goal.
Napo and Copenhagen would have been brilliant because he goes out 1-3 but got 1 goal per
Just gotta
game.
get on the ball then. Napo, I mean, he's a star man for
Like,
Twisted
Napo's
Minds.
going to consistently, as he goes further in this tournament, he's getting less goals per game. Oh, good demo.
But when you have such a big target on your back, especially for Furia, they'll happily get physical. We've seen that immediately in game number 2.
Now D-Rex tracking the saves differently. If I do this for a second LAN, I'll have to consider if I want to do it the way D-Rex doing it now or the same way. It'd be difficult to do it the way D-Rex doing it now. But
they can get themselves 60 more seconds. Whenever the teams call it, they have it once per
come on,
series.
Drufo,
Once
score.
they've used it, that will
Oh,
do it.
Drufo, better shot, buddy.
Out.
I need the assist from Yan.
Green with the Twisted Minds. It's going to be that gold above Fury.
Demo Rise.
They've both still got them
Oof.
available.
Oh.
The long shot from Rise will only land on the hood of Yan. Actually helped on by the attacking player from TM. And look at the demos coming through on Twisted Minds.
Oh.
Furia, they are running them ragged.
This is a much better start to game 2 for Furia. Twisted Minds do get it back to the orange half. A little nip in there will allow Atomic in. Atomic wants to get the reset though, instead gets a second touch.
Okay,
Rise
good
against
clears.
Yan. Ball is just starting to fall.
No,
See,
whoa, he's coming in out of nowhere.
Redirect. I think he was able to score from it, but it certainly put more pressure on.
Napo's missing. That's saved.
And then turn it into attack, rises the pass, instead goes solo. Trapinio's already up,
If this
Rise
is a scoring opportunity, it's got to go to Napo.
But Yan prods it wide.
So close to sneaking its way through. We've seen that
Napo got
mechanical
2 goals per
time
game
and time
in the
again. That
series.
time,
In the second
Rise
series, I
will
think it was
actually
against
get past the
Chiefs.
final defender. Rise
And I was like,
is through
livid
this
for
game.
that.
Has done so far. Napo, I think just a smidge out of the play. Not quite there
Also,
at
if you
the
have a
end,
good
but if you
assist
play a
series,
tenth
you're
of the second behind
cooking
the game in
because
Rocket League,
average
you will
assists
be
per game is the
succeeding, but
worst.
coming with a pass through and a big
All right, there's at least it's Napo. At least it's Napo.
perfect position
We need that.
to secure TM.
We need that.
And there he is, just when he had to get involved. A man who's never played in front of an RLCS crowd scores his first goal in front of an RLCS crowd.
I didn't see who got the assist, to be honest.
Twisted Minds getting that early lead.
Atomic got the
It's gonna
assist,
be
so
making
that's good
them
for
forget
Belair.
that Kuno lost their
Not as
head
good
in
as
number
Atomic
one.
saves, but it's still, you take it any day of the week.
Play now, put up in the sky, only on his own completely. It's a goes to man. Rise comes in a second.
Good save.
Gets that 50, goes very much in favor of Furia and Atomic. He's got a lot of boost to play with. Up
He's
front,
gonna
gets
reset.
the reset.
Oh, great save by Lost.
But so was Lost.
Oh, big save again. Napo had another bite at it. Rice is coming in now. It could be the
Good,
second.
Yan save. Let's go.
Two Furia players forced to go up for it. Now they're stranded on their goal line.
Wow, this is
Brilliant
getting
block there.
insane.
I think it was Trapinio at the near post. Napo tries to keep it going, but the clearance is strong enough to send Rise back.
Can
up.
Yan
He
shoot
lands
here?
and He goes for the early shot against Rise. And he sprays it out wide.
Oh, Drufo just missed
Trapinio
that.
misses. It's awkward from him.
Drufo, I need you to not get nervous, buddy.
Ceiling to make the most from his boost.
Yan save? Love to see that.
This pressure has been seen though in that game number 1. Yes, they've
Oh,
got this
someone got a touch on
Furia,
that.
They turned it around quite easily. They then became the real pressure havers. So can Twisted Mind hold on to clearly what is their game plan? A missed bump still allows Rise to come in. He then turns things over the ball. A lot of fakes coming through.
Pass Atomic.
Very much at the last
All right,
second.
good enough
Twisted
ish.
Mind calling each other off the ball very freely, and that will frazzle Furia.
Napo scores.
One shot
Dang, was Atomic up?
towards Atomic. A scream of
Nah, he pre-jumps this, right?
Steals a few extra pixels out of nowhere.
No, he doesn't. He's just up that fast. Wow. He didn't pre-jump that. That's almost more impressive.
Steal that one at the last second with that extra reach. 2-0 Twisted, and this time their pressure does count. But here comes Furia from the kickoff. Yan gets the wave.
Ooh, good fake.
Rise once the 100 gets it. Atomic should be back in time though, and is.
Is Napo assist good? No, Napo assist doesn't matter. I have him as true striker, so it's only his goals.
Furia.
Trofino is in. It was lost great work. What a flick that is. Rise wasn't backing it to go that
Drufo
far.
went undrafted, which is insane because only 4 players go undrafted. But it was just very difficult to place where he would end up putting up the most stats. So
With 2 minutes left, only 1 goal for Furia to catch up from. Both teams scoring in this game, so a little bit different compared to the first. And Atomic, that's a very brave commit, now leaving just a 2v1 in the back. Yan is going to make it a 2v2. Now Post sending it long, no one's going to be there. Snapman now has to wait to try and get the dunk instead. Again, forgoes the ball, goes for the man, and that was Rise with a crazy little flick.
oh, lost. Almost had it. Why are there so many ladybugs in my room, dude? There's like at least 7 in here at any given time.
He's alone.
Yan!
That
was not good, dude.
That is a rarity.
Twisted Minds got away with one a little bit there. Leaving him completely isolated in the sky is not going to be a game-winning strategy. A pass again, Atomic's there. Again receiving the pass across.
Alpo chain dashing his way towards the Trofino. So as far back as he can, but it's Twisted Minds having a ton of some pressure this time. Atomic, the old school play, knocking
Shot.
it off and then
Okay.
dodging into it.
Wait, good save. It's a save. That's
Atomic
fine. That's fine.
waits. Should have another go at this one. No, he's too slow.
Ooh.
Actually, Yan was way faster and stole the 100. Furia. a
Lost.
minute
Off the
left.
wall. Bounced by the end.
Series. Here comes Trofino, gets us the
Somebody
back.
get up for
Is
this.
anybody following it up for him? I don't think so.
I'm surprised that doesn't go in. There was enough
Someone
chaos
mercifully
that
is
he's
able
got to be able to
back
capitalize that.
halfway. Furia going to come on strong for the last 50. This could be the
Drufo!
Big save again from
Oh,
Alpo.
lost side flips.
Dive in front of the net, guessing where the shot's going. Top corner is a very good guess. Manages
Okay,
to
we
clear
got to
out.
get off the players
Now,
what they're
Video
seeing, dude.
up in the sky, Atomic
The camera is
gonna
way
bring
too
it in
difficult to
again.
follow. These
No
guys
ball
process the
all
game
man.
way faster than the average
It's a
fan.
long from Rise. Yan is there to catch. This is
Oh, there's no
Furious
boost for
ball.
Lost,
They
dude.
need to get something going.
He finally got it,
Pretty
but
awkward between Lost and Yan, losing an extra couple of seconds, and Yan did not have the boost to play that one down the side.
Drufo's got an angle here.
In the end, it falls
There it
back.
is.
Somehow it's marked out anyway.
Completely unmarked in the center. Drufo, a sniper.
Oh, that's just a terrible 50 for Mines to deal with.
Massively, that ball not going anywhere near the midfield. Drufo about to turn back.
Lost assist, dang it.
Towards him. He takes it, and the KBM Warrior.
If Furia takes this, the series might be
This is where
over, honestly.
Furia's experience helps them out. This team have been playing together since at least the start of last year. Twisted Minds, they are new together, and 2 of them have never played in front of an RLCS crowd. Only Rise has. Will that pressure get to them? Tommy's looking okay so far. Let's push to the side. Rise is there. He's going to
Good bumps.
Fabinho takes him out. Furia going to take the overtime. I think Twisted Minds want to win before the OT. However, that might suddenly...
Oh, it's open!
Get the big reset.
Reset! There it is!
Furious moment doubles their lead.
Lost is found in game 2. A reset.
Dude! Happy birthday to Lost! Wow.
Knew that playbook precisely. Furia steal game number 2 away from the 1/3 home team.
It is, the birthday buff exists for everyone but Oski.
That was TM's. I didn't see who it was. Rise went up for it.
Yan 6 saves. I saw that. Hold on. Yan 6 saves. Oh, that's massive.
From Lost, along the way,
Twisted Minds went 2 straight. Yeah, no, Mines is not out of this. I think they need the timeout, and that should help. Yeah, Napo just doesn't get a good touch on this at all.
0 seconds. There is Lost. He gets that huge reset. And that is not an easy skill at the best of times. Let
Also,
alone 0
let's...
seconds, let
Fury's better than
alone
Dig, though, so...
when you're running out of boost, trying to force it through huge
All right.
moments. And Twisted Minds, as you may expect they would have done in that situation.
Mines lose game 3, then it's going to be a 4-0, though. Yeah, I agree.
The game plan seems to be working, but the goals disagree.
Yeah, I think the issue is when you give away that final goal right towards the end. Not even as
It normally takes like
where it's also
5-ish
a
minutes
midfield and
for the
Drew
stats to
Brees
come in on
to
ball
be there
chasing.
because
I'll
they're so
probably like
aggressive. You think,
update it during the
so
breaks
frustrating
though.
to try and deal with 'cause they did so well
Hopefully they'll be up
previously.
during the breaks.
We still haven't really seen Naupo get to the position where he was having that battle of a titan.
They definitely shouldn't have
alongside
lost that
Zen in
game.
their
Yeah,
Vitality series.
that's
Now
it's
gonna
such an
not come
unfortunate
right.
one to
It's
lose.
a completely different environment here, in the middle of thousands of people watching every single one of your moves.
Bad
Naupo
50 for the
not
second
quite
goal.
dealing
Yeah,
with it. Rise, we've always said he's had the biggest ice in Rocket League. He can be as cool as a
they just got to do what they
in
did the
any
first half of that
situation,
game and then not
but he needs his teammates
screw it up.
alongside him for it.
But as for Furia, back when they did take on Moist,
Been live for an hour already. That's crazy.
That was the first time a South American team.
It has not felt like an hour.
World Championship.
I'm gonna work what happened in game 1. You're muted, so I won't be able to hear anyways.
They
Oh, I'll draw it then.
take home trophies. Anything less than that will be
What did
disappointing.
happen game 1?
This roster is why they've stayed together.
And they've been close. This
Furia
season,
won.
Through into multiple semi-finals as well. We saw them.
That's all I got, man. I completely forget what happened in game 1.
London Major.
Was it 1-0?
Such a prominent team in Rocket
I think
League.
Yan
And
definitely
Twisted
scored
Minds
2-0.
try and
Okay,
take them
Yan
down.
definitely
Bit of
scored one of
losers
them.
here. They go home,
I don't
they
think
get
he got
one
the
chance in front
assist
of
on the
crowd,
other. I
and
think it
they
was
get
Lost
done
who
in the
scored
lower
another.
bracket. The winner goes through to play the loser
One
of
Twisted to
Vitality
do well.
versus Ultimates. That's a really hard matchup. But there's a few more games before we get there. Game number 3 kicking off. Twisted Minds took another minute to think
Ooh,
about what
big
they
win,
need
big
to
win.
do.
If they can get it in the front of the net with a player there.
And they're gonna start it
Oh,
off
wow.
near
Great save by Napa.
Furia, for the first time really in this series, start off the game on the front foot. It's been Twisted Minds pressure throughout in the early stages.
This is looking really awkward.
From Atomic. Naupo has a chance to shoot it. Rise waits, instead he tries to flick it over the top of Lost.
Yanxnz had some good bumps here.
We pretty much go right back to where we were. Twisted Minds trying to set the pace. Furia knocking it past them, proving more
Ooh.
efficient than their opponents.
Seeing a lot of these low 50s really not going the way of Twisted Minds. It's a lot of their game style.
Shot.
Get a 50,
Saved.
Lose it to a teammate, and then they can then go in, and then we're making Furia use their boost.
How did that not count as a
Furia
save for
just
loss?
winning
Was
a
it off
large
target?
amount of them. That's a lovely touch though from
Oh, good bump. Is that a goal?
On target. Save just
Not on
by
target.
Lost.
Alright, so gets to the backboard. The
We haven't heard, like, a
especially
real crossbar
especially
ping
with
yet.
that miss from Jufinho. Yan has to try and sweep up for his teammate. Lost helps out in the end. That's a great touch from Naupo. Underneath it.
Like, where's the
ball
pinging
going,
at?
he leaves it to Rise.
I want to know what the crowd
Rise
does.
keeps it going. Twisted Minds have managed to well and truly ride that
Napo.
lead wave. Now
Oh,
Naupo has been
save.
teed up by Rise.
Seeing how fast these
We
players
saw
are
the first,
playing
like,
just makes me think
15
Gen G would
seconds
never
of
survive the
Furia
playoffs
pressure.
anyways.
Turned around in the last
Yeah,
minute
I
or
mean,
so.
I also think the
Try and
camera
resist the
is
pressure again.
a lot
They just
shakier
need to
right
come
now,
to
and
it.
they're like following
Takes
what
a
the
shot,
player
it's
sees a
been
lot more.
He puts it all the way
Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal.
People, Yan bumps it in.
Oh my
And you know what?
gosh.
Now Post stuck with the plan. Get the low 50.
We're following the
Doesn't really matter who's there, so long as
players'
it's in.
view, so I assume that like
Maybe could
it
be
looks a
over
lot
the
faster than
Yanxnz
we're used to
with that
because of
50-50
that.
happening.
But also
Don't
like
expect it to pinball off you.
Mines are a fast team. They're a Mina team. They're gonna play fast pace. Furia will match that if they want to. So.
Not quite. What a turnaround that would have been. Own goal to quick reset.
But I guess either, yeah. Falcons Geekay is not going to be any better, so.
Now attempting to go for that nearly
There's the
on
ping.
other side.
There is the ping.
Having a blue trail. Oh, Yan very clever. He plays on the floor. Let's have 50 happen.
Cannot believe you let
Let's
Rise
play
take
go
that off you,
flying
man.
over the top of him. A nice doink.
I did notice that
Rise now
Napo got the own goal.
tracking it towards Atomic.
I don't care if it's an own goal. We take those.
Only Furia. No plan on that second touch.
Yeah, Twisted Minds having to build up their boost and start all over again. So Furia should be able to establish an attack of their
Oh,
own.
good
That's the
pass.
pass that almost makes
Dang.
it happen. Yan
Rise, find Napo.
that one wide. It's
Where's
done.
Napo?
Means the ball falls to Rise. Gets it over the top to
Napo,
Furia.
finish it.
Following it up. There's cards
Nope.
everywhere, but there's no goal.
Should wait, take away defensive points for the own goal. That'd be so. I'd have to like watch every single moment though.
Rise now shooting opposite.
Ping.
Post being rattled again. Who's there next? It's going to be Rise again to the crossbar. Splintering the woodwork.
Yeah, someone check on that goal. It's going to be.
Oh, that's a terrible double commit.
Twisted Minds frustrated, double commit.
And that's also a terrible follow-up shot from it.
Each other's way on the goal line as well. Jufinho.
I'd have to like watch every single moment. There's wow, good pass and good shot.
There it is. Furia had it coming.
Yan the clinician.
Because I've also considered like, you know, what if I added 0-second goals or something?
What you
Or-
need to do, fellas,
It's
is
so
just
hard to do
slow
it if it's not
cross
like an actual tracked stat.
And once more.
And own goals isn't a tracked stat, so.
Come back. Twisted Minds, no matter how hard they work, just cannot shake them off. Let's get some
Shot.
again. Oh, Furia destroying them on the kickoff game.
This is, yeah.
We said at the start of the series too, Cole, that there was going to be potentially the
Yan assist.
the 1 second goal.
Dolphin and I both winning off that.
Furia, the
Oh, that's in the game? I didn't realize the get back here was in the game yet.
And Twisted Minds will look back at those couple of chances that went.
How's it 2-1 to Furia? They just score fast, and Minds don't know what to do. If this is a sweep now, though, Nalpo locks in a goal per game. He's gotten 2 this series. He was 2 ahead of 1 goal per game.
And as you can see from that little icon above Furia's logo, Furia still have their tactical timeout, whereas Twisted Minds.
Oh, that's what that is.
The ace in the hole has been utilized.
I was gonna say I have no idea what that signal is. It's a timeout bar. I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Break any negative momentum.
I feel like I've gotten so good at tracking when a team has a timeout or not. But ping.
Surely someone's gonna follow this up. Get the shots you shouldn't miss, Packlans.
Now Bo continuing the attack. Trevino wants to get rid as soon as he possibly can. The boost advantage so in favor of TM.
What are we asking about, Wade? They've got the icons above the logos that are timeouts. Furia are punishing every mistake. And there's unfortunately too many mistakes from Minds to really be in this series. I don't know what Yan is doing, but that is fantasy points for my team. We take those. Yan side flips. You know how sometimes the game will count a save and then like the player will dunk it in over their head, so it counts as a goal and it's or as a shot and a save, but a goal as well. It's like there have been moments where it's like, I'll just use this series as an example, but Nalpo's scoring and Yan gets a save, but like Nalpo just dunks it, and so I get the stats for both a Yan save and a Nalpo goal, which is awesome. Like I think I've had that happen once or twice so far, and I'm like, yes, give me all the points.
See them coming back.
I mean, Twisted Minds either need to score it or Yan scores it for them. Like, either one will do.
Happy birthday, Lost.
Yeah, cheers, Lost. 45 seconds ticking down. 1:50 sends it right into the Furia corner. Opportunity is lost now. Takes it up high. Now for an interception. But Yan keeping it close.
If Furia win this, yeah, it's over. Oh, that's a great intercept by Rise, though. That cuts all the momentum that Furia wanted on this offensive possession.
Gets the pinch as well. Nalpo read it. Rise is there. Now posted in the center. Can Rise get it too now?
Okay, Rise is just leaving the ball. Well, what are we doing? This is North America ball. Challenge, guys.
20 seconds now. Overtime beckoning. The pressure ramping up yet again. It never ends. The valve never blows over in Rocket League.
Okay, someone dies.
Will there be one more chance?
Drufo from the backboard. Not really enough boost. He can only get that block away. Atomic sends it very high. The crowd start to chant it down.
No, don't you dare let Rise 0 second of response. Okay. This overtime is the series. Are we actually going to have a competition or not? Oh, we're going to have a series if that's how it's going.
Not this time. Good pace from Furia defensively. Atomic has to get something on this ball, and he does. Good chance of all of Furia coming in. Trevino.
Demo. I think it was Rise dying. Jeez. Oh, Rise has no boost.
He has to use all of his time just to keep this ball neutral.
And you make a good point, Cole. They are showing him
solid pinch by Atomic.
He gives space to these very mechanical players. Yan knows this just as well. All of them do. But if you can make sure that your big guy doesn't have any of the boost, any of the play, they're not going to be able to use their secret weapon. They cannot ult on you, essentially. Atomic now up high with Lost on the backboard.
If it's a Nalpo hat trick to win this, I'm okay with it.
Atomic gets the dunk. Rise actually shies away from that play entirely.
Yan redirect.
Playing more passive now at TM.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit nervous. This is clearly a key.
Oh, Nalpo's ready for it if it's going to come to him.
Strangers to that fact. They'll all be aware, but they have to keep playing on the front foot. Yan, though, gets
oh, that's really good.
The opportunity is lost because Rise to the crossbar.
Another touch? Oh, I wanted a stronger touch there. Yan's got a great angle on this, though. Oh, terrible touch, though. Now it's Atomic. Great save by Lost.
To stay grounded, the mind games, and then get the save. The stoicism waiting on the goal line is admirable. The ball now popping out straight towards Rise. Extremely heavy touch, though. Is now
fade out Rise. Ooh.
That ball control. Rise in.
That's a bad shot, dude. You had the entire net to shoot at, and you just chose. Ooh. Oh, Lost.
Trying to get to the near post to wrong wheel the opponent. Didn't quite happen like that. So Twisted Mind's going to have to go yet again. Rise from one side to the other. Now pose up early. Racing Yan. Gets it past Yan. Rise tries to get the death start, but he had no boost to play with.
Whoa, where's the boost at?
Go for Furia. Now
Don't jump for the TN.
To the ceiling. Atomic's already there. Atomic's coming from somewhere. No, he fakes it out.
Ping! Napo follow up! We'll take it. We'll take it. I may want Furia to win, but we'll take it. I am watching on YT, yeah.
Very well earned goal. It took him 2
It might be slightly behind the Twitch. I feel like historically it is, but
a vital one. And we're seeing conversations happen between all the boys over on Twisted Minds. They still didn't necessarily play how they should have done. That shouldn't have been an overtime.
for my list to look good, I am needing Fury to not go home here. Twitch is 30 seconds ahead. That's crazy. Twitch slows down my computer too much to watch on there, to be honest. Maybe, is it partially my fault? Nope.
Twisted Minds have to tell themselves if they're not playing at their best, but they're still getting games.
Napo hat trick. Yep, we needed that. We needed that. That means he scored once in game 2 as well. So that means he at least has 4 goals this series.
As true dark horses for this event. They lost 3-2 to Dignitas, who looked pretty good as well. They had a tough time at the end of it in the Swiss.
My computer is also just actually not cut out for this. So
they're the losses that Twisted Minds had in the Swiss. So they can certainly take on this Furia roster. But Furia, they'll be turning to
they're just like trying to run so much stuff in the background. Like the site is just too takes up too much processing power.
I think of how they've been playing in the rest of this tournament too.
I have like 17 not 17. I have like 5 websites open right now too, which is pretty risky for me. Like I feel like by the end of this stream, I'm gonna have to slowly close them. But
demos and taking demos per game on average, which is very weird. No other team has had that I've literally ever seen. So Furia giving and taking as much as they can. But a chance for Twisted Minds to work their way back into the series with Furia to put them to bed with 2 more game wins.
Need Twisted to do more or win 1 more. Oh, I didn't do the pick stop thing. Dang it. I normally forget playoffs. I also tried to do it yesterday and it wasn't like updated. So that's also not entirely on me. That's a bummer.
They actually make that count into a goal. Remains to be seen for this one. Now has a chance to push someone into the center as well, defended by Furia.
Please see will blue screen if I have multiple Twitch tabs open. That's tragic. Ping? No ping?
I think I'd still like to see a couple more commits.
I'm so glad that Beef has done the lost scores there. Okay. I'm so glad that Beef streams on YouTube as well for the SSG runs, because normally I just watch there.
Identically and lost the first man to it over Naupo. Shoots low below him. Naupo shows his cards. 1-0 in favor of Furia.
It's one of the 50-50st goals you'll ever see, really. First the aerial pitch, that's better.
Oh.
Lost the chance to get it past Naupo. Knock it past
Shot.
The
Not on target at all.
Atomic takes a nice enough catch anyway. Rise pulls off now.
If this is a 4-1, I'm happy because that means Napo's over 1 goal per game.
To the extent that we've seen him get involved in games so far. He shoots
good save.
Demo on the goal line as well.
He might be over 2 or way over 1 goal per game after this. Dang it.
It's not quite how we keep referencing it, but
Mina losing 50s is actually kind of crazy. Like Mina's known for a 50 ball.
Naupo has however picked up the points. Last game, the MVP for his team. Almost 700 points from what I recall. So he is absolutely committing a little bit more to all of these plays, putting stuff a little bit more on target, but with the amount of crossbars that we saw on post shots, I think we need to see all of Twisted Minds have
Napo's got plenty of space here. He just bangs it because he's got no boost. Oh, I did not think that was going to get saved. Yan looked so unmarked, or Rise looked so unmarked. That's going to be a goal if they can turn it in. Wow, bad shot.
Is a poor shot. He'll get another chance. The pass is a little bit heavy as well. Shaky moment from Atomic. A reminder, never played in front of an RLCS crowd.
Oh, Yan.
You can see it.
And we saw him earlier absolutely slam one home after Naupo sent it midfield. Didn't quite have that
Naupo 1v3.
On the second chance round.
Nope. Easy shutdown. Dang.
Still with that 1-0 goal.
Oh, wide open. Wide open. How are you going to leave him that open? Lost is putting up numbers this series. That kind of scares me.
That is followed it through in one smooth movement. Slams it down. That beautiful new goal explosion as well.
I don't know what you do. I don't know if he can do it.
Lost,
This might be a 4-1.
Quite a lot from what we're seeing from Lost today.
They need to make sure they challenge him in the air. Multiple
Yan
times.
already
We saw that
up.
last game too, but Furia had no one challenging them whatsoever. Furia have not been doing the same courtesy towards Twisted Minds. They've been giving.
Oh, that'll be in. Atomic just flicks it. Okay.
Takes on one and takes on a second and gets their first of game 4.
I think Atomic needed that one. It was his pass that was dunked, and it was his shot that wasn't strong enough earlier. But flicking the ball over Yan will cheer him right up.
Yan's going to make sure that in the 1v1 later versus Mawkzy, he does not let too many of those ones fly through.
Especially against Mawkzy as well.
Especially against Mawkzy with his monstrous flick. 2 minutes 10. 1 goal separating these two sides. Lost for the catch in that back corner. Now challenging on the left.
It's actually pretty peaceful watching this with just one screen. It was so hard to track like all the stats happening when there's 2 screens happening at once. And saves are just always difficult. But
regardless though. One more flick. And actually taken past.
the Rise got that boost he did. Napo's so far back. Gonna leave up all the opportunity here.
Trevino was really trying to slam it to his teammate as opposed to floating it to Yan, where it would easily be saved. Higher risk, higher
Lost?
reward. Lost, though. He's getting all
Oh
sorts
my
of
gosh.
this game. Gets another
Oh,
big
Drufo.
Trevino coming in, wants to get on top of
Just
the
tries to
ball,
block
makes it
Rise.
right.
That makes sense.
Lost is still there. They are just refusing to leave the Twisted Mind goal.
Atomic
Well,
saves are
seems to
decent.
be
Actually, Atomic saves are better than Atomic
rolling back
assists.
into Furia's net. They have to be careful against that. For that reason,
Technically not really, but like
80 seconds
because of the frequency that they happen at. But
period of pressure. Yan now again pretty isolated on the backboard, but Atomic covering nicely. He's that second man to it. Lost the flick.
Atomic demos. Napo 1v3.
The speed of this series so far has been mind-boggling. We're seeing more demos coming through. The aggression from TM
Fake.
now starting to turn up.
Yeah, it wasn't the best shot in the end. The fake was lovely, but
Oh, Lost almost finds that. Oh, Atomic is slow to it. Jeez.
Trevino clears it long. Nalpo's underneath. Rise behind him. Nalpo wants to go.
That's tragic for Napo getting demoed there.
There's a shot there from Lost. Is anyone arriving back in time? It's
Oh.
anyway. That one would have gone straight in.
Oh, decent pass down.
Fury player tries to pump it off the ceiling. Drufo again to that fabled ceiling. One touch from Rise. Only finds Lost at the back. Twisted Minds need a little bit more composure here, otherwise Furia move to match point.
Yeah, Furia can sense it.
Shot. Oh.
Almost another goal for them. Rise. Yan in front of him.
Atomic, actually a good opportunity here.
Nothing
Can't land the demo.
Now Poe into the corner. Wants to get the dunk.
Oh, that's a
Can't do it
great
again.
clear.
Once again, Lost
Gotta take that all the way back
Rise
now.
up against Lost. Lost just has to see some seconds away. It falls for Rise. He stops the floor. He wants some height on it to get a real chance for his teammates. There it is. Now Poe's in. Yan there. Should be able
Yan scores one more time. Wow.
Furia
All right.
are doing
This is pretty one-sided, all things considered.
Not much more, not much less, but it is working.
They are quite frankly outclassing Twisted Minds. And Twisted Minds feel like they're second to so many of these balls. This is not how they've been playing throughout the weekend. They have had, as I said earlier, they have got the highest number of goals per game. They've got almost 1 goal per game higher than the average. So only 3 typically. They've been kept to 1 in any of these games. Sometimes 0
Okay.
and lost a screamer.
Oh, they get rid of the stats so quickly. Let's go back. Go back. No, don't show the stats for longer than 5 seconds. All right. We don't need to hear what they're talking about. Napo and Rise putting up 0 numbers. That's tough. Atomic putting up decent saves. Twisted can still win. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, though. They have no momentum. That's the problem. Lost 2 goals is good. Can't tell me different because I can't hear you. Oh, my gosh.
Players anymore.
Valid.
Winning in Brazil is easy. Winning on the world stage, winning here.
They've thrown away too many offensive chances to get dominated on defense. Yeah.
To knock out Twisted Minds, a team that had
Lost is
themselves
putting up good
fourth
striker numbers right now.
Favored in this matchup. Going into this, Furia would have been favorites, you know? And Furia reminding us why that is. Just what a brilliantly composed
I think
roster
both
this is. And still,
Belair and I are
also
probably
say,
hoping
Yan
Atomic and
hasn't
Napo go
really
out
come
here
alive.
because they've gotten
This is
solid
them
stats for themselves.
sans Yan blowing up.
Lost has been the
Like
target
if
in the
Twisted
battle,
lose
but
this game,
he's got to
Napo's
be
above
the
1
guy
goal
so
per game.
far. I think Napo, he's
So,
starting to get that level. The Rise and Atomic
The longer he
is there as
continues,
well,
the
but Lost.
more of a risk he is
First
of
kick off is incredibly real.
putting up
They
less
can
numbers.
only
So
end it here.
I want them to win like
One more
2
for
Napo
Furia,
goals
and
here,
they move through.
or maybe even just 1 Napo goal and lose.
South American fans are on the
Can you turn up the game? Yeah, I can a little bit.
Success for their region. I'll be watching this one, hoping, praying But Furia can make
Hopefully that's not too loud.
opportunity to make it to the next round. Reminder, if you are the
Ooh,
loser
good
here,
first touch by Rise. Can he beat another? Yeah, this is a great
your
opportunity by Rise.
chances rise.
Now Atomic's just not ready for it at all. And he's blocked by Yaw. Like, that's so tragic. Oh my gosh. They can't win. They can't win if that's happening. Also, Lost has to be the one to score this with no assist from Yan. Are you serious? Okay, Napo 5-goal Twisted Minds win would be awesome. I'd be okay with that. Napo putting up 5 goals would be awesome. Wow, dude.
Smiles on the right and sheer concentration
Jeez.
on the left. Twisted Minds straight away on Aquadome.
This is it. This is it for Twisted Minds.
You know them. They do not take one goal too.
I don't think they can do it. I think it's chalked.
They will not let you breathe.
Like, Rise doesn't know how to read this ball in time.
How quickly a game of Rocket League can get away with you, and when you have no more chances, you just can't allow it to happen. Twisted Minds have to steady.
Space
this
Station would be
ship.
destroying both of these
Furia
teams, you're
are not
right.
even allowed by their own half.
Oh!
Genius from him.
As if the
Ooh!
walls of Aquadome crumble around
He
them.
got it! Oh my gosh, on Rise's head.
Furia.
Woo!
A generation
Oh, that was a
away.
beautiful.
That will be
I'm not gonna have
found
Mina fans in my mentions for at least 2 days after this.
Against
Let's
Rise
go.
as well. A man who has done that to 100 opponents, 1,000
Remember when
times.
Myth had these guys ranked above
Doesn't feel
Furia,
so good when
Dolphin?
you're on the other end of it.
Yeah, Drafinio does play
Furia,
KBM.
What a start to game 5.
no nerves. They're not showing their nerves at the moment. They're
You gotta give me. Oh, if Geekay beat Falcons, Mina's just gonna disappear off the map. Oh, stop. At least Yan got the assist on that. Fine. Oh, no, it's not even Napo there, dude. Myth is not a ball knower. No way is he a ball knower. Tried to say that Ultimates could miss top 8. They beat Falcons to make it. Let's get out of here, man. Twisted Minds at 7th is not aging well, in my opinion. There's the end goal. Nice. I think it's too high.
I mean, just to earn themselves an overtime, they need to score more goals in this game than they have in any other game in the series.
Honestly,
They've capped out at 3
what needs to happen is
in
Fury
one
needs
game
to
that
keep
they've
running
won
up the
in
score
overtime.
here and then just let in 2 garbage
More
goals
overtime is
from
gonna be
Napo.
very hard, let alone on the trot.
That's what we're cheering for now.
It's over a 95% chance of
2
winning
garbage
if
time
you
goals
score
from
4
Napo.
goals against your opponent in the RLCS.
Finish it.
But with a reset, Brian's had a little old chance going on there.
Come on,
Double save
get
for
one at least.
Furia. Napo down
No, don't
central,
pass
gonna
it.
Shy away from it, and to be completely honest, just go. Just go.
Myth's in the crowd right now, watching his rankings fall to pieces.
Yeah, I think it's a case of why not here for Twisted Minds. You can see
Oh,
how
Dolphin,
far
I don't know. You probably
they
didn't
are
see this.
playing. There will be times
Myth
where
responded to me on
true
Twitter. I
flaws
posted on Twitter,
will
like, thank goodness he didn't pick Drolly as a striker. And Myth said, I'll be honest, I did not look at a single stat before making my team. And I'm so tempted to respond with, dude, I know. Shot! Oh my gosh. Nalpo, you gotta be the one to score that, my dude.
Only 3 to bring
Furia
back.
might be insane. They're just a slightly stoppable force that ran into an object in Vitality. Yeah.
Sideways from Nalpo, bounces off the post, but not awkwardly on the rounded edge, so it does come straight back out. And Atomic is
Hey,
there to snipe.
many teams that have won Lance before have been dominated in series before. Think G2 in London. Think BDS at EWC. Think, oh my gosh. Think Genji at Rotterdam.
That could have been a huge moment in this game.
It's clear bro didn't know about any stats yet. He's accidentally got some bangers though, all things considered. Like Swift, I would not have had him on offense, but he put up with 2.43. That's pretty solid.
Furia so far being
Furia doesn't play
the best
defensively
team in
against
game
great
number
teams.
5. Twisted
I don't know. I've been
Minds
being
will
told
have
that
a
Twisted
timeout.
Minds is a
We'll
great
see how
team,
we
and it
can
looks
do
like they're
from them
playing
off
enough
the back of
defense.
that.
So
There was still that win that came right after it. Twisted Minds, they had technically the game plan with the overtime win. Furia have still not used it.
after
Yeah, you can see it right above
said
the
after
end,
we beat
little
Furia, oh, we're
force
cursed now.
logo.
Yeah.
That's been burned.
If you guys rematch,
Right-hand side.
it might sound
Focus
stupid, but I go
doesn't
Furia's way.
matter. 100 seconds of potential pain coming. As Twisted Minds
Can
still need to
Napo
bring
be the
back
one to
3.
score?
It does seem like Furia have taken the sting out of
Napo
this
score!
game. That's
No,
like-
Rise, get out of here, buddy.
Huge block from Lost. Who else?
Oh! Where's Napo? Nowhere to be found, dude.
You have to put that one away.
Rematch theory if Ultimates beat
Now
Vitality. That's
starts
true.
legging a block in the air. keeps it from being particularly threatening. Rise above the bar. Lost sends it high. Can't really shoot from there.
Dude,
So
they
nice
just
to
can't
go
get
down
anything.
with the help of Naupo. Atomic again with boost, with ceiling, time, space.
Bumping, Naupo scores.
Actually gets tapped right.
Naupo is so not there for it.
Where are you, Twisted Minds?
Naupo's jumping too soon for things, I think.
Now you've got a minute left for 3 Twisted Minds.
There's a goal. Okay.
Finally, they get their second, and there is just still time.
Just enough.
If they actually claw this back, the place goes nuts.
Needs to be now.
2 goals in a minute. They've done well of kickoffs in historical
Vitality
series,
Ultimates
but they have them
percentages,
now.
probably
Rise
65-35.
now,
70-30
but
for
again,
Vitality.
now commits further into the play. Rise has to show
Ladybug
away.
still
Now
falling
goes
across
up,
my
does
room.
beat one. He's Trevino.
Oh,
Now
great
goes
pass.
Easy block coming through for the Furia defense.
His right
And the demo.
Atomic is rotating back, needs to get that 100. Didn't spawn for him though. Rise. Knocks it up.
Oh.
Naupo's there. Great touch from Yan.
Atomic?
Who's following in next? It's Atomic.
Naupo redirect? Dang it.
Finish it. He's not able to either. Atomic over the top. Rise gets another chance, but
I think Naupo wanted to go for that too.
Gets the hits.
Good touch by Rise. I don't like Naupo cutting this in.
Can he find Rise on this chance? Atomic is there. No, again, saved away.
It's all looking a little bit desperate right now for Twisted Minds. Furious into
Shot. Oh. Naupo scores. Dang it, what a save.
And maybe that's the moment. Furia and their fans can start to
Oh.
Rise puts this one.
Naupo scores it. Yes, dude. Yes.
There is a chance. 3 seconds.
Dude, if they do this, the place blows up.
We will therefore see a bomb kickoff.
Yes, thank you, Naupo. Go out with a bang.
How does it fall? It's double diagonal. You'll see Rise and see Naupo dive straight central. Both go for it. One goes back. It does go in position. It's going to drop straight down. Atomic is there.
Oh, Yan.
Yan can save it away now.
Yan's gonna end it.
Central. It wins.
Wow. They actually had the opportunity after all that.
South America retain their crown.
The team stuck together coming into this season after top 6 due to a Game 7 overtime
All right.
against D2 in the last World
go, Furia.
Championships. And Yan
Better not see any Mina fans in my mentions.
on LAN once more breaks the Englishman's heart all these years later. But the star of the show, Stumpy, talk to us about Lost.
Another MVP performance, almost 900.
Oh, the problem is we're gonna get
points
Ultimates
in
Furia down
regulation.
here, and I hate the
game
fact that we're gonna
ended
get that.
4-3. If
Unless
the
Vitality
final
lose,
nil
and then it's
right
awesome.
off the rip. And happy
Shift
birthday
Discord is
to
crashing
you.
out right now.
What
You just
a present.
know.
They move on to Championship Sunday. Handshakes, fist bumps, whatever it ends up being.
All right, it'll take a bit,
And my word, cool Cole.
but
Twisted Minds, they didn't show up here today. They're going to be thinking about that coming a little bit in the future.
we got Yan,
Still the
Naupo.
major. There's still
Oh, I
the
can fill out who's
championship. There are
out,
more
though.
titles to earn. This is just one step on the way to them.
Like I can fill out on here that Twisted Minds get
That's the
eliminated.
experience bringer. It's worth mentioning one more time that Naupo and Atomic have never played in front of an RLCS crowd when suddenly everything is different. And they perform.
Oh my gosh, Dolphins tagging
me.
me.
Wasn't quite good enough.
Bruh, he's in the crowd.
Moments in their play weren't quite
Genji
there.
would have never survived this version of Lost.
generous
Genji
and
was,
well
I'm sorry.
deserved
If Genji can't
round
survive
for
Twisted
Falcons.
Minds, they're not surviving anyone else. I'm glad they made it to round 5, but like, I don't think they have it in them.
Rise, the fact that he's competed in England, he couldn't quite bring it through. It's a shame
And then
to see.
Rise.
But Furia, Cole, it was a magnificent series from them. Very well earned, and as I've been saying, see them on Champ Sunday.
We have on the stage Veracity with one of my favorite players, Drufino.
If we're interviewing Drufino, I'll watch that. Naupo scoring the last, thank you.
From crossbars to goals in that game. Is this the usual Furia we should expect to see?
No, I think a little too much defense in this series, but
He said a little too much defense in this series.
Talk
That's
to me about
crazy.
that game 3 that you had, because it looked like you were hitting crossbars, posts, anything but the goals. Why do you think game 3 was so slow?
I don't know. I think we went 2-0 against them, and we got a little nervous, I think. So the nerves got to us, and that's it.
He keeps putting the mic away from
Before
him.
that game 3, Twisted Minds called for a timeout as well. How did you boys make use of that timeout?
I'm
I
surprised
think we
they've
just
given
tried
him a
to
mic,
calm
because
us
I know
down
one of the things
because
with
we are
interviews is like,
2-0 up, and we
not
managed
supposed to give
win
the interview a
0
mic.
second, so we were hyped, and we tried to calm. Just that's it, yeah.
Has the energy been high amongst the entire team, knowing that you're playing in front of this fantastic arena?
Yeah, it's incredible. Always playing in front of the people, it's good. So it's amazing. The environment is crazy.
And my
Championship
final
Sunday,
question to
Furia.
you.
Let's go.
It's Lost's birthday. Was this a little bit of a birthday present to him? Is there anything you want to say to him?
Yeah, we needed to give him that, the birthday present for him to sleep good tonight. So we managed to win, and the birthday present for him is done.
So are we going to see Furia continuing to win
Yeah,
more
in
and
the
more
background.
games, make it a bit of an epic birthday present?
Hopefully, yes. The birthday weekend for him.
Birthday weekend, I like it. I like it a lot, Birmingham. Congratulations again on that win. What did my fantastic desk have to say about that?
All right. All right.
South America standing strong in the first match in front of the crowd in Birmingham. They advance in the bracket. Twisted Minds make their
Napo is
Furia
out.
lost. He wrapped his own present there. That was the best series I've
Napo
ever
might
seen
be
him
top
play in
performer by
front
the
of
end of
a
this
crowd.
now,
He
which
just
is awesome.
took over that match, Johnny.
He was
Although Atomic did
unbelievable.
do
Lost
pretty solid in that
was
series too.
MVP by a long way on a pitch that
So did
has
Yan.
Yan, Naupo, Rise.
I feel like all the
I mean,
players did
Atomic
really
and
well
Rafinha as
stats-wise that we needed to.
legends in their own right, but
All 6 players.
what a performance. Really, it's just, I mean, Yan, Rise, and Naupo, you wouldn't expect them to be able to eclipse all three at the same time with what they've achieved over their
What do we
LAN
got?
careers. But he just went and
Atomic
did
is
that.
out.
And this is what we've been waiting for with Furia. We always talk about Yan on LAN, and it's like, all right, Furia, you're a top 5 team because of Yan.
Lower AFL. Okay.
You can become a top 4 team if your teammates.
We refresh this. What do we got?
And we saw it with Rafinha yesterday. We saw it here as well. He played very well and then lost. Just
Still missing game 4.
absolutely
Okay.
lights out. Yan really didn't have to do a lot of work. throughout that.
He didn't have to do anything. Like, yeah, Yan actually owned gold. He had
owned
probably
gold.
one of his worst LAN performances, and they still won easily. So this is one of the best performances I've seen from the from Lost and Rafinha part of Furia.
We
And
sort
I'm sure
this.
Yan's going to perform. So
I mean, this
a
isn't the
real-
final. Oh
real
my
threat
gosh!
for
Before
anyone.
game 4, Yan had 14 saves. Oh, that is massive. Only 2 assists, which isn't good. But
super different environment.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta go through it. You gotta
Napo
go
put up
through
a
it
goal
one
per game
time.
that series.
Yeah, they got to. It just looked like they had some communication issues. And
All right, we gotta wait a little bit for that game 4 to
key
come in.
moments throughout the series as well. And
But-
then they can't shoot worth nothing. I mean, the amount of ping, 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 ping that's all we're hearing because Twisted Minds in multiple games could not make any shots.
Lost goals?
did
Yeah, I
look
was
the-
seeing
the
that.
big
What is
moments
he
for
at?
all Furias, though. The
5
equalizer
before the
in
final
game
game. I
three
think he
also
got
had
2 that final game
well.
as well.
Two,
That's
Twisted Minds
massive.
kept the ball in the air for that one. Game 3, overtime. You know, going the way of Twisted Minds was something, but not enough.
Dude, this has been so fun.
Yan actually, yeah, you think he side flipped in that game as well.
I didn't think it was gonna be this fun, honestly. Like I thought it would be cool. I didn't think it was gonna be this fun. I'm glad I've had time to do it too.
Game 5, they almost ran completely away with it. Credit to Twisted Minds for making it into an exciting game.
I like Myth, but we might need to
And
bench
that's
him
the only
for
problem
someone who looks at
with Twisted
stats
Minds
next
for, like,
time.
the last minute or so, if we saw that the entire match,
'Cause, like,
Twisted Minds could definitely win.
we
this,
could
but
tell.
they were, like a little bit too late. They
Yep.
had all the pressure for probably about 2 minutes of that final match after going down 4.
Oh wait, Dolphin, I haven't
It was
shown
just
you
a little bit too late for them.
yet.
I think they
These
had
are the
figured it
graphs
out.
over time. This graph sucks. Don't pay attention to
Which
this.
that tracks with
This is the
you're on
team
a
scores
brand new
over time.
environment.
Yeah.
And like,
You can see
as
it definitely
told,
get
you realize,
closer.
oh,
Like
it's
I
the same
had an
lag,
insane
same
round
floor,
1, and I
same
knew I
lag.
was
Okay,
never
I can do
keeping
this.
that
It's a
up.
little bit weird noise, but
Top
we can
2
deal
should.
with this,
That's
right? But
top
point,
2
you're
is
down in the
insane
series and
relegation.
you've built yourself too big of a mountain to climb.
Yeah, and I think
Honestly,
they
like,
hopefully take that back.
might just
maybe on
relegate
Wednesday,
one.
next
But I
week
also
or
like
next
I wouldn't be
week, and
opposed
just
to running it with
work
like
on that, right?
8
So they
people
know when they get
and
in
having
this
2
crowd
separate
again,
ones,
hopefully they
and then
do,
just kind of
they
do
can start
pro
off
rel
strong.
between the two.
Well, we are doing
But
some wonderful rocket.
haven't been watching this
out
past
here.
week. How are
We have
Genji and
some
Dignitas doing,
incredible
buddy?
minds at the back.
Buddy, I got bad news.
Plays and
I got bad
analytics
news
that
for you,
have
man. They're
shown
both gone.
So we have
They both
incredible
went out round
moments, but
5.
Using me for this one, and we're going to start off today
But-
with that 0-second
Crazy if you
goal,
don't look at
because where the
stats.
hells are we gonna go from
Yeah,
here?
it's like,
We're gonna have
dude,
quick
Myth
bit
would be
all the way
competitive if he
through,
looked at
then we're gonna
stats.
break it a
Drawley
little
at
bit
striker,
as
or at least on
we go.
Drawley always should have been
So
on
much bigger
offense.
but the
He should
best
never have been in
kind
midfield.
of goal that you can get, the best kind of birthday
But
present you can get.
unfortunately, I'm so
Just
serious.
yourself,
Yeah.
as I've found out for the last 29 years of
Like,
my
if
life.
Drawley is on
So, break down
offense-
this. So, on this particular hit coming up, Nubo
Wait, hold on.
has the
Let's see if I can
option.
pull
He
this up
can
quickly.
let this one go. He's got a teammate behind him. He's got 100 boost. Instead, chooses to play it. He's now going to be on very little on the way
Recents.
back. Rise is on very little on his way back. They give the
Personal
opportunity
stats
to
tracker,
Furia.
thank you.
And as we now move on with the play, Furia did not need a second invitation.
So, like,
with a lovely pop.
If we look at the past stats, I have these all highlighted. Like Drawley for Copenhagen, 0.75. London, 0.77, 0.76. Like, you need Drawley up top. He is the goal scorer. If you look at his assists, it's decent. Not good.
lost up into the air
solid.
and
Like,
just
he's a
glides
solid
for the rest
assister,
of
but, like,
this
he's
play.
lethal up top. And now he's putting up a 1.42, which won't stick, but still.
Has to arrive early, has to arrive a first-time shot. Didn't
Also,
happen. It was a
Vatira, he put
brilliant play,
Vatira in
took
goal,
all the momentum
which is
and
the
gave it to
multiplier. And Vatira, below average,
I'll remember to send you
didn't show
birthday
up.
present this
Way below average.
Yeah, we seem to forget everything.
Did you manual import all this? All this, yeah.
This is the year.
I had a
This
bit
is
of
the
free
year
time at
it'll
work.
happen. Furia advancing in
But
the
I also have
bracket,
the-
Twisted Minds ending their run here.
I had the
bracket loses
online
another team, only
stats.
7 remain in
I have these all
Karmine, and
crossed
we will
out
play
because
3 more
they got
matches of
drafted,
3v3 action
but-
today, and you know, Furia giving themselves one other gift here, Johnny. Yank can just relax.
Let's
That's
see
it.
what we
a
got.
great
Is this
warm-up
game
for the
uploaded
1v1.
now?
Yeah,
It is.
he's
Okay,
back on
so we can
stage
fill it
by
out.
himself in just about an hour and a half ish.
Okay.
To play against Mawkzy. But
Bro's
obviously, the
paid
3v3
check
is the main
T-Rex
event for him.
page, might
That's
be.
kind of a bonus. So really, an
So
opportunity
Yan,
for
we're
him
looking
to
at
have
3
one of the
assists,
best
17
weekends
saves.
of
That's
Rocket
pretty
League that
good.
anyone has ever had. Imagine the chance
5
going into
games.
Championship Sunday of
Oh,
being
that's
two
Napo.
times a
Gotta
double
fill out
major
Yan.
champion.
5,
You're already locked
3
in, what, on the
assists.
Saturday?
That's slightly
Which
above
is
average.
crazy
And then
with how
17, was it?
restrictive the
There's no way it
1v1
was
format is,
17
how few
saves,
people
right?
get the opportunity to play
17
at the
saves
LAN.
is
The
crazy.
chance of a double champion in
Dude,
RLCS
how
is
much
actually
defense were they actually
incredibly rare,
playing?
so the fact that we are
These numbers are
possibly having it happen
insane.
in
The world is alive. Yeah.
It's
Okay, so Yan
And-
puts up a
and honestly,
2.70, which is
unfortunately for
awesome.
Mawkzy, 'cause he's probably like, I hope Furia
I think,
lost there.
Dolphin, what would you
Because,
say the
Yan would've been
expected,
down in the
like,
dumps going into that match, but no, they're
what's a
on fire.
good performance
Watch
for
out
you? I'm
for them.
leaving like
Well, that
2.2.
is
If you're above a
match
2.2,
number 1 in the books. We
you're
got 3
awesome.
more to go as well.
You're living.
1v1 coming up. The fans in the building are having a great time. I hope you guys are having a good time watching at home. Go get yourself some snacks.
Fury
When
conceded
we come
67
back,
shots
the
in Game
Cinderella
5.
story
Hello.
of Birmingham on
No, not
the
in Game
stage,
5. This
taking
is
on
the entire thing.
Falcons. You're not going to want to miss it.
This is the entire series. That's still a lot of shots to concede, especially for winning 4-1. That's crazy. All right, lost 5 games, 7 goals. It's pretty
Brought to you by
good. Pretty
Progressive
good.
Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy.
That's
and
gonna be a
affordable.
great
Get a
stat line.
multi-policy discount by
4.2.
combining your car,
Woo.
home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more.
Crowd
All
is
your
echoing.
protection in one place. Bundle
Oh,
and
in
save
5
at
games. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
progressive.com.
Drafidio didn't go drafted. Rise is just assists straight up. He only got 2 assists. 5 games, 2 assists. That's slightly below average. And then Napo 5 and 5. So he ends above 1 goal per game. And then Atomic 9 saves, 1 assist. Which isn't bad, but also not the best. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Rise Stinker. Atomic apparently did worse. All right, but now we can. I'd normally double check these with here to make sure all the overall stats are right. So if we go to Naupo will be first. Naupo, we're looking at goals. 26 goals for Naupo. 26 goals for Naupo. 3.25 is the official lock. If the average player is 1.8, I'd say 2.0 is good, 2.2 is great, and 2.5 is like nuts. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the average player is 1.8 because that's just the average overall. Like, if you put the players in the right spots, I think you should be expecting at a bare minimum a 2.0. So, thank you. I was seeing that Copenhagen and just hoping it would be similar.
RLCS is fast, furious, and usually played with
Rise.
players per
Rise.
team.
Let's
But
look
some
at
of the most
Rise
intense,
next.
skill expressive, and downright disrespectful moments have come from 1v1.
Rise 24.
That's right, Jules.
11
No
assists,
excuses, no teammates to
42
bail you out,
saves.
just
Ooh,
you, your
Rise,
opponent,
11
and a whole lot of
assists.
mind
That's
games.
it. Oh, that's
So
still
why is
putting up a
RLCS getting into 1v1
1.83.
this
That's
year?
not bad, I
Because
guess.
it's time. The best 1v1 players have been playing show matches, tournaments.
Fortunately, we
ranked
both had a
matches
whole
for
pile under
years,
1.6.
and now
Yeah.
we're putting it all on the line
I don't know
on the
how.
RLCS stage.
Catalysm
But
not getting
the
as many
format
saves
is also
shocks me. I
reaching
wish
region,
Sosa
right
Sosa
on
being
the
my
line,
goalkeeper
and a path
is
to a
unfortunate.
championship
I did
glory.
not think Torres had it in him
From
like
the days
that.
of Cuxer and
If Torres
Fury
was my
dominating
goalkeeper,
one
we're
seed,
looking
the
amazing.
rise of mechanical wizards like Zen and Ruas. 1v1s have always been
My players who are
the
still
greatest in
alive
Rocket League
are still in
since
good
their
shape.
skill.
I need Clears to
It's
dominate
getting
this
the
next
RLCS
series.
treatment.
That'd be so fun.
So here's how it works. First major of the season here in Birmingham. We're starting.
You're cooking right now. Oh my gosh.
EU's best 1v1 player Mawkzy is taking on the king of South America, Yan.
You've taken a massive lead now.
Aggression and flair against one with mechanical
and then Atomic
and ice cold dominance.
42 saves, 23 assists. That's pretty good from Atomic.
Then for the second major in June, Middle East best versus North America's top.
It's
dog,
LTK
on home soil,
Atomic,
no
right?
less, in Raleigh, North Carolina.
23 assists, 42
Spoilers,
saves.
Expect mechanical madness, fearless challenges, and maybe a few bruised egos.
So we can lock that.
The grand showdown. The winners of both majors, they play at the World Championship.
What's
in
X1
Leon.
and
True world
X2
title
mean?
For 1v1 Rocket League for the first time ever, and a chance to be crowned
Where?
the greatest duelist on the planet. If you're not watching RLCS 1v1 this year, then what are you even doing? Big moments, big plays, and maximum drama. This is Rocket League at its purest. See you there.
GG's top 6 secured. Get mad, Napa. You are just inferior. Oh, go back to 1s and 2s, which is your play. That's insane by Lost. What's up, Lone Wolf? How we doing? Dude, hold on. Can I pull up this Lost tweet without getting propaganda on stream? Am I not following Lost? That's a mistake. GG's tops. Who I got winning? This one, Falcons, I got winning, no doubt. I also got to put it in the soccer chat with the stats for NRG need to lock in. Yeah, I hope they do. Get pissed off at now. You're just inferior. Go to 1s and 2s. That's insane, dude. Oh my gosh. How much time? 7 minutes still? Dude. Oh, this is getting out of hand. That Lost performance was scary. With Twisted Minds being eliminated. Here are their players' final performance. Scores. And then Striker Naupo, who is on MT's team, put up a 3.25. Rise will be next. Where exactly did Myth have Rise? Just got up. Did Lost pop off or something? Yeah, he had 7 goals in 5 games. 18 saves. And yeah, it was a pretty solid performance by Furia. Center mid Rise. For Myth, locks in a 1.83. And then right mid for Atomic, which is on Belair's team. He put up a 2.38, which does fall off a little bit, but definitely an overperformance. Yeah, Lost is a big ups. Lost it. Oh, where'd you get him at? Like 14 or 15? 14, I think. If I open Discord, my computer will probably like crap itself, which is unfortunate because I want to like be showing this on stream. But wait, does Yan's stats go down after that? Bummer. He's still putting up a 3.18. I remember, Dolphin, I was saying after I drafted Yan, I'm like, I made a massive mistake. And he's like currently top 2 in overall performers. He's still above Joyo, right? Oh, just barely above Joyo. I'm still, like, how does Belair hit so strong on these last 3 picks? Did you guys see Genji's tweet saying, LG, you dropped something? Yes, that was incredible. I loved the tweet from Genji being like, you dropped something and it was the team. That was great. I have 2/3 of Falcons and you guys have Geekay. I don't have Geekay, do I? No, I don't have Geekay. It's Oli. Oli's here. Who has Geek? Joyo, and Archie. Oh, you need some saves from Archie, yeah. And then you've got TRK, Rawas, and I've got Kaliers. I need Kaliers to be slotting them all. Honestly, the players I still have left, I'm pretty happy with. I'll be back when the game is on. All right, sounds good. I just need Joyo to not keep his performance up. Dude is torching everything right now. The way Myth picked stats is insane. Yeah. Just from the top of my head, Drolly needs to be a striker. Beast Mode should definitely not be an assister. He should be on defense or offense. You just got to pick which role you think he's going to fulfill. Vatira needs to be a tier offense. Swift should have been on defense, but I'll give him that. He actually, ended up balling out by the end of it. KV1 should have been on defense too, and he was. That's one where he hit. Atomic being a center back is insane, but it's actually kind of working somehow. Atao at striker, not this season, man. He has not been Karmine's striker. Like, literally, Vatira and Drolly have both been scoring way more goals for Karmine Corp, so I don't know what he's got Atao being the one up front. CRR probably should have been on defense, just because Complexity is going to be on the back foot most of the tournament. Leoro should never have been a left back, but he should have been just strictly defense, but it might have panned out with assists, honestly. He got 0.5. That's an above average saves per game, though. It probably would have been better just having strictly defense or goalkeeper. I would put Leoro in goal, probably. Rise never should have been a center mid. And then Oli should have been on offense from what Dolphin was saying. But the fact that he had 4 people strictly on assists is insane. And the other thing that I noticed is that if you go from Copenhagen to London to Worlds, the trend that I was noticing is that saves per game was going up over time, and then goals and assists per game were going down over time. So I wanted to almost invest in saves per game, but also a lot of the players that are going to be peaking on saves per game are going to be bad. You had 4 strict assisters. Yeah, but Dolphin, you actually thought about it. So it makes sense. Like Razebull was solid, right? Monkey Moon. Yeah, Monkey Moon's somehow the word. No, Monkey Moon's a defensive mid. He's getting primarily assists, but also some saves. Also, Monkey Moon, at least this split, has been the defender for Vitality. He got 2.18 saves per game online, which is insane. Matchup Air put up a solid shift. 0.6 is nothing to be ashamed of. And then your center mid, Rawas. Rawas was always the assist pick for sure. How much time do we have? 40 seconds, thank goodness. Okay. Let's go ahead and just prep where I'm going to be. Next series is Falcons Geekay. I'll uncross these out. Did I just gotta slow down? Dang, sorry guys. Go to work getting that data in. Dude, if I didn't have time at work, I'd be toast. Yeah, Monkey Moon online, 2.16. Okay, without a doubt the highest. But also, if we look at the Karmine players, Atao with 0.77 goals per game, and then these two both near 1.
First match down, second match
anyways.
just around the corner. The Birmingham Major continues to roll on here for day number 3 as we are in a playoff.
Rawas being the assister online too helps.
The first 2 matches anyways.
But no, this is what I was looking at when I said Torres over VK. Leoro and Torres are tied. I wanted Leoro because he's done it on land before. Torres ended up being better, which just kind of works out for me. But VK was definitely more of the assister for an SSA team, which doesn't really get you the most stats on land. LAN.
Not all of it. So yeah, it's been quite
He was still a good pick on defense. Like, again, I would have gone with him
I
after
like
Torres,
when
but
we're all in one little space. We can walk pretty much everywhere, and it's a lot of fun that way.
I'll tell you,
Torres just ended up hitting way more than I thought even.
So I haven't really been there.
Torres might be number
But
1 in
yeah,
saves
it's
per
been
game
good
at the
so
end of this.
far. It's really great to be in front of the crowd and everything. It's got to have a good time.
One Leora as well as my top food pick. I think, yeah.
Oh, it has a name.
That was the one stat Myth did look at. He was like, yeah, Leora put up some insane numbers. And he drafted it right before I was about to draft it, I'm pretty sure.
It's definitely a punt.
Does Gibbs have gray hairs?
Let's take a
Probably.
look at the bracket, folks. We have completed 1 match today. We got 3 more to go, and we will be crowning no champions today. Well, one champion. One champion.
One champion today.
1v1 champion.
1v1
It's gonna be a lot of fun
today.
here is
I really hope we
the bracket.
get at least
Well,
one
there
game
at the
7
top,
today.
the big
I'm getting a little worried. I thought that was our closest potential for a game 7.
With 2 lives apiece, you win in those upper bracket matches. You get to move forward. You lose,
This could be
you
all
stay
4
alive
1s and
to
4 0s,
play some more
unfortunately.
matches and possibly get some rematches. Here's the schedule on the day. Twisted Mind sent home by Furia to kick things off, and we'll be seeing Karmine Corp Vitality, the Ultimates and NRG before the day is out. But before then, folks, it's time for the next match. The team you've all been waiting for. Let's get them on the stage.
No, you cannot start an SSG hate train. I'm typing this.
First, on the blue side, representing Europe, they are the long shot that only needs 1 shot. They are Geekay.
I can't type. Jeez. Bro wants the ban. I won't because my team is barely better. That's fair. At least Val's team is here, you know? They showed up to the LAN. They beat Pirates on a boat when it mattered.
You want to talk about a team with sauce. You want to talk about a team with flair. You want to talk about a team with poise. They look no further than Geekay Esports. When their backs are against the wall, they rise to the occasion. And every single time
Geekay blue and yellow is not a good color combo. As a Ohio State fan that hates that team up north, I completely agree. Color combo, atrocious.
This is a team that only thrives on the point of elimination. This is
No, we don't, Faust.
They've almost been eliminated for 2 months. And yet still, we bring them, we put them back on even footing, and they go, nah, we don't like that. We'll straight back into the elimination rounds, and then we'll start to
Can't get a Geekay jersey unless you're in UAE.
No, we don't want to be in upper bracket. We want to be in the
Geekay has a decal?
We want the pressure. We know we can handle the pressure.
Did they post
Now,
it in
the
a, like,
teams
maybe
against
they
them,
posted it in,
the
like, a tweet or
Falcons, can
something.
They handle the pressure because we know
But
GK absolutely.
they don't know how to shave still.
GK's on, man. Listen, they're not worried about anybody. They feel like they can beat anybody, and trust me, if you go in an EU Open, that means that you can beat just anybody. And only, listen, he came back onto the scene, I'm going to call it quote-unquote, because when he busted out that Batmobile, he looked like a top 10 player in the game. But he's been off and on throughout the whole entire...
I think the reason a lot of people's RLCS debut is X Fall Regional 1 is because there was 32 players per technical regional. And,
more or less to win the entire thing.
you know, that means a lot more people get in, and it's not as gate-kept as RLRS was.
That is an incredible squad. Just shows this tournament really good.
Very, very skilled.
For the April 22nd drop, they had a graphic that looked like a custom-made decal on it for the org. Interesting, interesting.
Come against European opponents. They have a MENA opponent on the other side.
Archie is not aged. No, he really hasn't.
And their opponents on the orange side, the high-flying royalty of MENA, looking to spoil GK's fairy tale ending. Please welcome Team Falcons.
I'm sorry, I can't hear this song without thinking of Dream Hacks. Like, this was the Dream Hack song. Never watched a Dream Hack And then they axed them. Yeah. If you are gonna like, if you're ever bored, just want to throw something onto the background. Championship Sunday of Montreal. Phenomenal day. Phenomenal day. If there's ever a DreamHack day you're gonna put on, it should be that.
We can now go and win major events. Prove it.
They are the greatest.
I was watching that in like my dorm sophomore year of college, going
They ran
insane.
into a speed bump yesterday. It was probably their first bad day for a Rocket League event. Normally it happens maybe in the grand
RLCS.
finals,
Yeah,
where
this is the
they're top
RLCS debuts are
14,
going to be
but
later because
TRK and the boys, it
they have
just
to be.
felt like yesterday was an off day. They need to bounce back.
And as you look at each of these,
This guy's RLCS debut would have been
props up next to him over
2022
their best land performance,
fall.
Every single one of them says
Did he win his
they have
debut?
yet to
Did the
get
Twins
that
win their
title despite
debut?
being so close twice
I guess they
before,
would
but
have.
then Here, Birmingham could be different.
Well, I mean, listen, they're starting off in the lower bracket.
How many
so
players
once
have
they
won
get
their
in second, they got a long
debut,
way to go. There got to be some great teams. And it starts with GK.
regional?
I'm gonna get back. We're gonna do another discussion about that.
So the Twins did it. So that's 2. Zen, Seiko, Monkey Moon. I'll count Monkey Moon because I'll count Monkey Moon and Mark by 8 because that was still their first RLCS event. Extra had played in the RLCS, so I'm not going to count that. Same with typical Arsenal Reddles.
And they're known for their
So that's
defense
6.
at World Championships and stuff like that.
I'm
Like,
definitely missing some.
the one-on-one defense they excel at, but yesterday was a terrible day for them. So
I said
they have to
Zen,
figure
right?
it
I better
out
have said
in about
Zen.
12 hours time before this match, and did they figure it out in time? All the pressure's on them again because GK.
Seiko, Zen, Twins, Mark, Monkey.
They came back and won.
No one in NA has won their
Expected to be a
debut
top 4 team. They were one of the
regional,
top
I don't
3
think.
favorites, and they're in the lower bracket.
And I love that this is the head-to-head because this is completely right. Archie will have so much pressure on him.
Do we count all of Falcons?
Throughout this series. Can he
No, I really
is the
don't.
major question. If he can, oh my goodness.
I think if you're dominating your region for a long time, and that, like, TRK Khaled Ahmad, like, technically it's their first RLCS event, but they had won the, or they'd gotten second in the European Invitational. I mean, technically they probably do count.
This is, you know,
But it's like,
I feel like the legacy
maybe we should not count it if it's like
easily
everyone's
a
debut.
Falcons' favorite situation, but you look at the legacy of
You know what I'm
Birmingham,
saying?
you look at who
Like,
these teams have beaten. GK took
when
out
APAC is
SG,
introduced to the region, when
Wildcard,
SSA is
Dignitas.
introduced to the region,
Falcons took out
when
Luminosity, Secret, and
APAC,
Dignitas.
or when Mina is introduced to the
GK
region,
lost to
or like,
Karmine Corp and NRG. Falcons lost to Karmine Corp
should have had
and
Archie on
Ultimates.
shooting.
Very
What's
similar
Archie's
runs.
goals per game right now?
They're both of their
0.9?
best wins
Dang.
at
I don't know if
this
you could have
event,
predicted that,
which for
though.
Falcons, it just seems surely they would have a better win by that by now.
Yeah.
Also, part of that is probably wild card. Geekay has faced both. I mean, you could have seen that they were facing Foot round 1, but they faced Foot and wild card, both of who they've been able to trounce.
And they need to figure it out quick. GK though, everything went right. They were down 2 games, 2 terrible games.
He never
they
did that
played
before.
against
Yeah,
Dignitas,
that'd be like
and then
shooting in
they
the dark.
closed. So they have all the momentum on their side. Falcons, yes, they won their round 5, but it was kind of.
That's like me
they
putting
played
Atomic on saves.
The APAC region that they were supposed
Which he's
to
having a
beat.
pretty solid
So for
saves
GK, I feel like they
performance,
have
all
the
things
momentum.
considered, but he has never been the one saving the ball for NRG. And that one's easier to track because he's on the same exact team.
It happens quickly. They suddenly hit a moment where they hit the brick wall and they go.
Food wildcard Geekay to beat 0 top 8. Yeah, I mean, that's not uncommon, though.
GK will do nothing for 10 minutes.
Like, normally you'll have 1 or 2 teams that go through that make top 8 that don't beat a single other top 8 team. Because that's just how it
Can they
works.
maintain that across the best of 7?
Can they get there? Yeah, again, it is best of 7 here. Based
Like,
on
the Twisted
changes of
Minds
4
beat
now, which I think
a non-top 8 team? I don't think they
that
did.
favors Falcons here.
I don't know who it favors at
Or
the moment.
Twisted Minds didn't beat a top 8 team. They actually lost to a team that didn't make top 8.
If they end up going deeper into the series and they keep on playing the same way they've been playing so far this week,
Dude, it's packed
might
there.
actually be to their detriment
Yeah.
because they keep are
What
having
about
just
forward, like,
uncharacteristic
Rawas is in the
mishaps,
screen.
just mishaps and just little mistakes that just open up the net. Like I said, they can't just be easily counterattacked. They have to be disciplined. They have to stay focused.
All chat, let us know who you think is going to win in the progressive fan vote. Hashtag GK for GK, hashtag FLCN for the Falcons there. We'll make our picks on the desk. Shogun, it's hard.
It is.
So wait,
I felt
what
really
are we
bad.
tracking
Spoke
this
to the Falcons on my way
series?
out.
I don't have any of
It's
the
gonna be
players, so I'm not
great.
even
Knowing in
paying
the back of my
attention
mind,
as
I'm
much.
so two-faced right now.
This
because
eSport
I've
bounce
voted
today.
against them. I've gone GK on this one, so.
Okay.
I think it can. I think it can still keep, like, we're doing good things this year, all things considered.
I love the Falcons. I think that was a terrible.
Falcons
day
only beat
yesterday,
Secret,
but
Dig,
that is
LG, so they beat
one
no
in a
top
million
8 teams
chance.
as
That's
well.
not gonna
Oh
happen
my
again. They're gonna
gosh.
show up
Wait,
tonight.
that's
They're gonna make a lower
insane.
bracket run. I'm going
What do you
Falcons.
mean?
Ooh, the crowd didn't like that one. Gibbs,
okay.
Gibbs, you're always
Oh,
getting
I guess that page isn't ready yet then.
No, you did this to me last time. No, you lost
Okay.
this. You lost this.
Shogun.
If you
Who are we tracking?
got away from me,
Shogun, you got that me? You got that? Why'd you handshake?
Oli
Because last time I did
saves
people
and
were happy,
assists.
okay?
I like the GK.
Clears
Give me
goals
Oli,
and
give me Oli,
assists.
give me Oli. We're gonna go with the British men.
Joyo assists.
Right here.
Joyo assists are big.
Against the Falcons.
Gibbs said the magic ran out yesterday.
Archie
I feel
saves are
I feel
big
like
as
it
well.
might be about 1 a.m. on the clock
Rawas,
right now. I think Cinderella might, the dress might be
assists.
going
A lot of
away here. I think the
assists.
Falcons are gonna
We're
hold
tracking
strong here.
everyone's
I think the Falcons
assists
are
but
going to
Archie.
be the winners. We're split on the desk. The crowd.
We're tracking
one
everyone's
way.
assists
How does the
but
coin feel
Archie.
about it, though? Does the coin believe in the story of all stories?
That's crazy.
No, the coin does not believe. The coin
Also want
thinks the
Rawas
Falcons
goals,
will return
TRK
to
goals.
former glory and fly high.
I don't even know they put it on the camera like that.
Oli saves and Archie saves.
Did they actually? Oh, well,
So we
it
need a
was-
high offensive series by
Falcons have popped up for. How does
Falcons,
chat feel about this one,
honestly.
though? Because there's been a lot of love behind this GK roster, but the Falcons, Middle East is awake and ready to go, folks.
If Joyo gets no assists, we're in a good spot. Wait, how ahead is Joyo on assists per game? Oh, he's technically not.
I think we're okay. They
He doesn't
cannot
have over
do the
1
lead.
assist per
we'll
game.
go down 3 and then win 4 in a row versus Falcons. They cannot do that.
You say that, Gibbs.
Never mind.
They can't. They can't. They can't.
Oh, this is going to be a crazy
Do
one.
all of
Yeah.
us have at least one player playing
You
this
ready?
series? Yeah,
Shogun.
Myth has Oli,
ready?
I have Killiers, you have
Are you ready?
Rawas,
I'm ready.
Archie,
Let's
and TRK,
get
and then
into
Belair
it,
has
Birmingham.
Joyo.
Welcome
So you have the
to
most,
next
Dolphin.
level. Under the lights of the dome, the best story in the building, the greatest Cinderella of the season. We'll have to go through the highest.
I'm not going to update the stats mid-series, I'll do it afterwards, but I might pause on the stats screens to try to look at them pretty quickly.
Only one story will earn another chapter. It's a ball, and the clock is approaching midnight. It's time to dance.
Problem is, I need like as many Kalir's solo plays as possible. I wouldn't mind Kalir's assists as well to Rawas. If TRK is the one scoring, though, that sucks. There was a moment yesterday where I was watching and like Exotic stole a goal, and I'm like, dang it, are you serious, dude? It was like so clearly going to be a Monkey Moon goal, and then Exotic steals it, and we're like, are you serious?
Falcons hot favorites.
Because that, I think, doubly helps you, actually. Because if it's a Monkey Moon assist and then an Exotic goal, it's like, Exotic you've got on offense, Monkey Moon you've got higher for assists. Okay, I'm still bothered by the fact that they changed the scoreboard to green and yellow, and they refused to put Falcons on the green one.
So important just to
Bang?
get a shot
Bang?
at championship
Falcons
Sunday.
saves do not matter at all.
You want to
Oh!
standard for everybody else to chase in the second split. A near miss ringing off the crossbar.
Do Geekay goals matter at all? There's some assists that matter, I guess, technically.
Here in this arena, and certainly
But we
in
don't
their
care
memories,
all about how the Falcons
they come
defense
up short
goes.
By just a goal. Here's Joyo taking his time, got his flip back, and still could not.
There's one where I saw Monkey Moon stole from Exotic, so it goes both ways. Yeah, I think I saw that one too.
Joyo can activate those solo plays.
I haven't dropped frames. I think my computer's actually doing pretty decent. I think they fixed the camera spazzing out. The camera was very spazzy last series.
Throws him near post.
Falcons are a very fast-paced team, so they leave themselves open too much. Yeah, but I don't think... Or it might actually hurt them agaget Geekay, because we've seen Geekay be able to do this before. Streamlining for anyone else? Maybe slightly? Might just be you. Might be primarily you. Oh, solo play TRK.
You see Joyo pre-jumped. Rawas was there as well.
All right, that's good for Dolphin.
With the extra touch. TRK.
That's actually really good for Dolphin.
Great start after really
It would have been better if it was assisted by Rawas for him, but...
And now so important for Falcons, you could hear the crowd as the teams came out. Capitalize on this momentum. Take the crowd out of this, because this is a home game for GK.
Potato router. I have potato set up completely, so...
But if you can eliminate that factor, you relieve a ton of stress.
Back post, no boost. See Joyo.
I don't like the fact that Joyo might get an assist here.
Early challenge.
If Joyo gets assists, we all got to crash out simultaneously. We can't let Belair win this.
They do have the lead 2 minutes into the first game. Nice challenge there from Kaliz. TRK underneath. Here is Joyo. You look for a pass. Goes for the 50. He actually finds a demo. Doesn't have any boost to get involved. Oli, we saw his Batmobile run back online.
Shot.
Will he pull it out again here? So far, he's been on the Fennec.
Back pass to TRK. Oh, Rawas. Looking for it. Clear, slot this. Wow. Goes the other way. Archie assist. That helps no one. That's the one Geekay scenario that helps no one. Archie assists, Oli scores. I think it's done that we have to wait until April to get new decals. I agree. I hope they unveil a trailer for the new decals tomorrow. I think it's important to advertise them here. You're with Belair on this one? All right.
Now Archie stopped at midfield. Falcons can try to move this forward. They will not. Archie nearly clipping a defender.
I wonder how much like research Belair put into it. Obviously, he has a good background in stats, so he automatically knows a decent amount. Dolphin and I went hard on trying to figure out what the best setups were. But I could also see Belair putting in some time and then like not telling anyone how much time he put in and then cooking everyone.
And no boost now, early now, off the side. Zero Was trying to get involved. Asachi to this one. TRK scoops up mid, wants one more. Joyo meets him.
I feel like NRG is going back to white. I feel like they'll try to do something with their red branding because they haven't done that yet.
You can see Archie with 23. He's got the most on GK right now. They need to hang in there.
Killier solo play. Aw, Joyo, seriously.
Rawas in the center. TRK still lurking. Three most dangerous letters in Rocket League, trying to impose his will.
Clears.
On this series. Had the opening goal.
Bang!
Get some help from Killers as well.
The goal exposures are probably going to be like all the same except for the logo popping up again.
This time he beats 2 of GK in net. Falcons get the
Clear myth is like 3 behind us though. Yeah, that's true.
So they scored in the first 90. They've added 1 in the last 90. Will this be the one that holds up? Archie has
Shot.
back.
Oh, it's a TRK assist. Dang it.
Sitting duck at midfield, and Rawas extends the lead.
Yeah, that's just really poor from Archie. 100 boost, but you don't want to.
This doesn't look like it's going to be close.
It's so dangerous, especially against Falcons. You know they're going to insta challenge. They're going to be aggressive in the midfield.
Yeah, Rawas got the assist on the Clears goal, which does help you a lot, but I still want the Clears goals.
On their horse real quick. The problem for them, having to play defense with now just a minute remaining in game 1. Rawas and the Killers. That one's going to be just wide on the near side. Now Killers again. Try to go for another touch off the back wall. Try to slow down GK.
No, don't be bumping. Ping. All right, Rawas scores TRK assist, I guess.
And that might be night-night for game 1.
Yeah, where's Oli going? He did not read this post touch at all. He rotated into net. He had.
All right, this is getting pretty brutal, honestly. This is gonna be a blowout if we're not careful.
Falcons with their 4th and really asserting their dominance now, Stacks.
Oh, missing the ball.
Borderline miracle, and while you would say that seems very unlikely, this entire run for GK has been a miracle of its own, as that one just barely swept away from an oncoming Joyo, and any hope that might have been present at the kickoff, I think has just about been extinct.
It's a lot easier to cheer for players in this esport as well, just because the teams change so much.
They don't repeat that mistake.
And most of the orcs are just not great. Oh my gosh, this is getting so bad. This is getting so bad. Dolphin's gonna run away with the entire competition right now, dude. No. Why do they have to get Geekay? Why do they have to get Geekay, dude?
This is not the same play style that got them that last win back in Europe.
Let Clears get on the board too. Share the wealth.
Just trying to get any kind of momentum here. The final countdown. We cap off an impressive Team Falcons opening victory.
Killers, one more. Yes. Dang it, it's a Rawas assist though. Frick.
They nearly get a Brazil, these guys.
Oh
they
man.
Step up in front of the crowd. And that
at least Clears is putting up numbers too.
Possible start for Team Falcons. 6 goals.
All right, how bad are the stats right now?
And impressive stats that they were. 2 goals each from Killers.
I don't think this Joyo crowd buff is working.
Comes at garbage time. It still counts for a lot. Just even more demoralizing.
All right. The Geekay goal doesn't matter. They didn't get any saves though. Oh my gosh, Archie no saves, Oli no saves. That's brutal. Rawas 2 goals, 3 assists is great. Kalir's 2 goals, solid. TRK 2 goals, 2 assists is amazing. Yeah, it's just like, this is like, what, this is a 12-point performance in one game. He's currently sitting at 12 points, which is nuts.
Sitting in net, Archie taking 50s that are just
Kalir's is sitting at, he's at a 2.4 multiplier, so he's at a 4.8, which is not bad.
They're just growing in confidence. They look so comfortable out there.
And then TRK is 2.4 on goals, so that's 4.8, and then 0.8 on assists, which he got 2 of, so 1.6. So TRK is putting up a 6.4 right now. Sheesh. Archie putting up a 0 though. Don't forget. Don't forget.
This team, no different. Getting into the top 8 here of this first major. Can they continue?
It was a huge win in round 5 over Dignitas. Did not expect them to make their way out into the playoffs, but here they are, and they've got a chance to really fight back into this series. First game warm-up, that's what
Rawas can do, yeah.
See what they can do here. It's Joya, that's actually a nice catch. He's got TRK in a momentary 1v1.
I mean, that was the idea behind drafting Rawas. Like, he just passes the ball a lot, and he's done it on land historically. He could get, like, if you take his world stats, I think he's at a 4.0. Nice! Dang it, Rawas! Dude, Rawas, stop passing the ball. Oh my gosh.
Just pretty goal as well.
This is insane. At least it's Kalir's getting the points too. We're going to run away from Belair if this keeps up.
And once again, Falcons score early in an effort to take them right out of it.
Yeah, what a way to silence them early here. There's a love.
Yes, TRK.
Great jump, nice save. Here's Archie. Certainly is.
I need Kalir's to score with a TRK assist or a solo play. That's literally what I'm hoping for this series.
He looked shaky, but then he stepped up. He found a way through. There's a shot. Rawas just with the save. Joyo trying to read it. You can see the difference here. With GK.
Every goal you score just to get the hang of you. Yeah.
Still, it's.
Oh, what a oh! If he does a backflip there, it could have been filthy.
Night and day, offensively for Team Falcons through this event. I mean, yes, they've taken more shots than anybody on average.
I'll deal with the fact that Rawas is popping off later. I just need the points to continue racking my guys up.
A team like GK has.
You still have a lot of players that are alive that could end up hurting you too. I don't have as many.
You like those odds. They just have not been able to light up the scoreboard as they
Plus
were.
Rawas right now is my.
And now another one from Rawas.
All right, Kalir's assist. That technically just helps me.
From the last defender, and they
not much, but it does help.
That's a double committed defense front post.
I'll take Rawas scoring and Kalir's assisting. I'll take that every time.
Just before that, down the other end, Archie, he had a free double tap.
It's minimal, but it helps. It helps.
He didn't like his first touch. Oli wasn't ready to follow. It was a weak shot. They lost the opportunity. They have to be more clinical against one of the best teams in the world. Right now, that is not happening.
No, don't leave it for a boostless TRK.
Rawas has to get back and does to stop that effort from Archie.
The only thing interesting about this series is going to be the fantasy with how it's going. Oh my gosh. Kalir's solo. Kalir's? Oh, dude.
And just about carried the squad into the top 8. They need that Archie to show up sooner.
This is a solo play from TRK. Bomber. Rawas, bad position.
Got nothing in the tank.
Archie just staying in goal. Pass from Joy Oli, almost. Pass from Joy almost.
On net. Not good enough for the opportunity he had.
This is brutal. This is gonna. Falcons should never be in this position. I'm kind of shocked that they're here. But Geekay is barely here. Oh! Oh! Ping! Just not a good first touch by Archie. I don't know. Kalir's slaughter! Slaughter! Bang! Let's go!
And there it is. Once again, it's killers in the midfield. Nobody ready to challenge Joyo trying to get back.
That's a filthy placement. Archie does not register a save there, I don't think.
Top corner, 3-0.
You can hear it echoing from the crowd.
A very long 2 minutes remaining here for GK to try and get back into this game and this series. I mean, sometimes
Falcons probably beat Ultimates 90 or 75% of the time. 75 is a little too generous, I think. If it's a sweep, I have a hard time saying 75%.
1 or 2 more goals from Falcons. You can use the remainder of this game as a timeout and try to refocus yourself.
Wow.
From the near post. And while
GK can't buy a goal now.
Still unable to break through.
Falcons building a wall.
Pass.
Wow.
Goyo has that one blocked away, CJ.
Pressure still on. Falcons not out of trouble.
Wow. How did they get that save too? Wait, TRK.
Solo, Joyo up, reset comes across. Will Khalid strike? No.
Dang it.
This time they play the safe route.
Solo play clears. Cook them all.
Rebuild, look to keep the momentum to
Oh.
Oli goes cross net. He didn't want that one with 0 boost. Rawas bumping Archie. Does well with his pre-flip.
That's a goal? Yep, there's one. There's one. No assists. No assists, so it doesn't help anyone.
From a similar spot. Got a minute 3 remaining, and by GK standards,
Missed stats are plummeting for Oli right now.
Critical kickoff here.
I don't think.
Gotta cash them in when you do.
I think Oli had no saves.
Needs help coming across the other
Maybe
side,
he had the
and
one.
Rawas
That's still not
trying to
good.
get out towards killers, and Falcons have to be careful not to overextend. You can't imagine why they would with a 3-goal
Useless
lead.
Archie stay in net. Yes! Unassisted! Let's go!
3-goal lead again. Killers, again, they got a little aggressive.
This is insanely one-sided.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh my gosh.
Back, you want to try and build momentum off it, but Falcons, just as they've
The crowd is also so quiet. I don't want to hear any complaints about North America crowds when I'm hearing nothing for Falcons scoring right now. Dude, they freaking yelled at us for Boston. And it's like, listen to this crap. Do you hear any noise right now?
Finds TRK, delayed flip. Looking for the 50 on Archie. Joyo, it's now or never.
Oh, Joyo. Oh, Joyo.
Doesn't find connection, and they've overcommitted. They've left an open.
No, don't let TRK score. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that would have been so bad for me. That would have been so bad. Oh my gosh.
From game 1, just piling on at the end.
Oh, if TRK steals this. Oh, he tried to as well. Oh my
in
gosh.
this series, elimination series that it is. They'll await the loser of one of our later series this afternoon.
TRK assist to Rawas or to Clears?
They are only
Bummer.
halfway to the finish line. GK, well, they might have a foot out the door.
Still can't score, by the way. Insane. TRK trolled you. Yep.
Games back to back are certainly going to sting. The final countdown.
Come on, Killiers. Aw, boo. They're bumping each other. All right. That was a good game for me. That was a good game for me. What, Killiers 3 goals, 1 assist, I think?
They've absolutely.
Rawas got an assist, though.
In the first 2 games, Falcons. No other way to.
I think TRK might have gotten an assist there, too.
Timeout now. There's no way you're reverse sweeping against this line.
Rawas MVP still, which is insane. 6 saves. I guess that's what does it. 1 save from Oli, 1 save from Archie. So still not the best. 3 goals, 1 assist for Clears. Awesome game. How excited am I for NRG Corp? I'm pumped. I'm ready for that. It's gonna be much more entertaining than this one, hopefully. 1 assist for Clears, okay, and then 0 goals, 1 assist for TRK. So not the best from TRK.
For coach to kind of rally his squad and maybe a chance for this crowd here in Birmingham.
I'm also
to rally
definitely
their
eating
squad.
lunch during the
Again,
1v1.
It is a partisan crowd for this GK team. If they get any momentum at the start of
1
game
assist,
3,
1 assist for
this
both my guys.
entire
Yeah.
series could
And
shift.
you got the save from Archie,
This is the 2 minutes.
which is still below average from what you would want from a goalkeeper, but it helps.
Earn their keep. And for Nick, this is really worrying signs for GK.
I think after I fill out the Geekay stats, I'll do the here's how the lower AFL panned
Just
out.
Not finding that confidence in
And
each
then-
other that they had in that Champ Sunday, the infamous 12-0 Champ Sunday.
NRG Corp Snooze Fest, give me Vitality Ultimates. I'm also pumped for Vitality Ultimates.
It's now or
I
never
think it's
back.
just the fan bases for K-Corp and NRG are bigger, so everyone's more excited for that. Which one of those guys is Myth? Who do you think is Myth? We're looking for someone who's 6'2", apparently.
Out of Killers for along with 4 assists out of Roas, 2 goals and 3 assists from TRK. They have been exactly what we've come to expect from Team Falcons on LAN. You almost look back at how they played in the.
Do you think Myth is wearing his Liquid jersey? Let's look for someone wearing a Liquid jersey. That's how we'll know.
Because of this offensive output. The matchup has been favorable so far for Falcons. They're halfway there, 2 more, and they will advance into the top 6.
K-Corp at the stadium is going to be
Positive for
sick.
GK,
Yeah.
9 shots in game 2. They had chances. We saw Archie
Venue's
with
kind
a
of
couple
small.
of
Yeah, it's not the biggest. We got bigger venues for later on in the year.
So this chance, oh, this will help.
Unassisted.
This will really help.
Do we know Myth's hair color? No, we do not.
The old equalizer. Archie on the follow-up for the kickoff. 2 seconds in. GK have their lead.
I love it. I absolutely love it. What a timeout. They've locked in. They've got the first goal through a beautiful kickoff strat. Oli throws it up. TRK free jumping.
I don't know if I'm going to get the notification if he responds, Dolphin. So if he does, let me know.
Shot on. Oli sticks around. He's actually pinched it completely the wrong way. That's a great start. Sometimes
not useful. Clear solo play.
To build the confidence, TRK. Well, he's left.
He has 1 goal per game. Does he actually?
Waits down. Oli has Joyo downfield. He's already up. Backboard double. Doesn't connect.
Oh, okay. That's TRK.
Key for GK now to protect this lead and perhaps add to it is just awareness.
Oli's not in the Batmobile. That's why they're losing. I don't understand why he switches off of it. Like, it obviously worked. Like, why is he going back to the Fennec?
Able to kind of pick and choose their spots at will, and they get one here.
That's brutal. That's brutal. No. 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 Oh, gosh. That's tough. That's tough. That's
And all he could do was sit and watch.
Gonna need a masterclass from LJ later. I have LJ on the wing, or I have LJ as the center attacking mid, which is 70% goals, 30% assists.
TRK was there. Didn't matter. Just a challenge fastball that goes by, and now Falcons will look to extend on that again.
Dude, having Catalysm and friends actually win series is gonna help, or it's gonna hurt me. It's gonna make me lose the entire thing.
Well served by Joyo, and Archie trying to run forward as well, get a little interference. Got to throw off Team Falcons, make them uncomfortable coming out of the timeout.
It didn't work that time, but I like it. Just trying something different. Trying to throw another angle.
Shot? Nope. Can't wait for the exotic funky move. Yeah, that'll be. I will be so rooting for LJ there.
Doesn't connect. TRK cleaning up the defense.
For many reasons, I will want Ultimates to be winning that series.
It's a round 1. Time to work. Roas not up yet. Reset. Bump. Fake. One more. Joyo. Block. Where is Oli? Does he finally double?
Oh, great fake.
Falcons were ready.
0 KC and NRG players. I mean, Myth has all the KC players.
Went into the bag of tricks. Aim up empty.
Solo play.
Killers over 1.
Solo play. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Falcons in front.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Way too easy. Joyo basically got beaten for free, and Roas, even though he had a 0 boost, he hunted Archie down, who was left a sitting duck. Falcons 1-0 down, 2 seconds into this off the timeout.
KC finally lose. Myth will drop a lot. I don't need Myth to drop though. Like, all things considered.
Kind of chase anything here. Yes,
Myth is not the one in this competition I am worried about in the slightest. After this series, I don't know if I'm going to be worried about Bel Air. Not to any fault of his own, but because, oh my gosh, Falcons are running up the score. Roas, don't bump for him.
Killers popping. Oli ready.
Oli?
Roas in an awkward
spot. Oli? Dude!
And down with authority. What a read!
Whoo!
You could see Roas was awkward, and he read him like an absolute book. GK.
That was ridiculous.
They need to take this game.
How do you respond now?
Oh, Joyo's up.
An intercept by Joyo. Seems like they've downloaded Falcons to some extent here at the midway point of Game 3. Better late than never.
Everyone's up for some reason.
Have to convert that into offense. Joyo Good challenge. This falls right into the arms of the waiting Falcons defense. Just boom it downfield.
Rawas is intercepting. Clear stuff, hopefully. Nope.
Good come right here. Joyo uses all his boost. Finds a nice dunk though. TRK with space. Doesn't take it back.
That's highlight of the
Rawas.
probably the crowd so far.
Himself. Only ready.
Or I guess the 0-second goal was highlight of the crowd. Never mind.
Sits underneath. That's nice from Joyo. The pace.
For a second, forgot we had that.
Players on here. Archie with space.
Archie can't flick the ball. He's looking like me out there. Dang. All right. All right. They're doing it.
First goal of the series gives them a lead with 1:25. And Birmingham has certainly come alive now.
Rare mistake from TRK. Got above that.
Geekay plays like a weird alternate reality 2022 winter phase clan. Interesting. That was the first split with Sipical you're talking about.
They try to hold on with just over a minute remaining. Gotta be careful here as Archie makes the save.
Joyo scores help no one. Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Clears!
Yes!
An absolute killer as Falcons tie it again.
GK cannot catch a break. There's no room.
I probably want the series to end in 4 because I feel like Falcons are always just going to run up the score. And so I need as little Geekay games as possible.
50 from TRK. Killers has been so fast in the air. And that placement was exceptional. Fake kickoff. GK. Oli off the ceiling to himself. Joyo underneath. Doesn't find the touch. Rawas has to go. Completely dusts Archie.
Gotten a little awkward at times in front of both nets. Hence the symmetrical high score line here. Archie passed 1, but that's about it. Well, actually passed 2.
Okay.
After the whiff. Just so uncharacteristic.
When you said everyone's up, I remember that photo from Reddit where AJ's sip with both double. FK has the ball. Oh yeah, that was so fun. Hello?
Off the side of the post.
It's been a nightmare, that post. There was a chance for
Dude, I miss AJ making lands because all the short photos from him were hysterical. I don't know why, but they always photoshopped his legs to be half the height. It was the funniest running joke for like a year.
Joyo underneath, just doesn't catch it on the wall. Killers with 1, with 2. Archie downfield. Oli has to wait on this. Rawas, that's a
oh wait, they can have a chance here. They have a chance here.
Still a chance. Oh, you can see Archie thought he might have had that one.
Sudden death now in the next goal.
The demo.
Of course, goes without saying. Oh, so critical.
Wow, he gets a great touch on that.
Between having a shot and being down 3.
There's Rawas. Dang. Sure, they need to do that for Diaz. Diaz ain't making enough lanes to do that, though.
3-0 series lead for the Falcons.
You could see GK wrestled back some momentum, but that confidence came back to bite them. They overcommit. They throw the kitchen
Well,
sink
that's tragic
at
for
the
Geekay.
first attack in the OT.
But I'll take the assist for clears.
And it is
This is a lame series. This is a little bummer, yeah.
On the bounce.
Okay, let's check the stats. Check the stats. Rawas is putting up numbers in goal too. 3 clears goals, 1 assist. Love to see that. Love to see that. Another 6 save performance from Rawas is crazy. 1 assist only. We like that. 1 assist from TRK. We like that. Archie only with 1 save as well. Oli with 1 save. No assists. Wow.
Tough now, Stacks.
None of these are assisted. Or I guess, how many times? They scored 3 goals, right?
Well, this is going to be tough now, Stacks.
Oh, that's the game 2. Why'd they show the game 2 stats?
The bounce.
These are the wrong stats. I was going to say, I'm tripping.
Well, this
okay.
is going to be tough now, Stacks.
So we don't know.
In the series, they're down 3 against this mighty
Diaz will be snapped up by Furia next year, and then he will be at every LAN. That's valid. I can see that happening. I predicted that to happen like this year, I think.
After
but
losing
obviously not.
5-1, you force the OT, you're in a fantastic spot, and you give up a free goal like that, a counter-attack that was certainly savable or preventable.
I don't know what's wrong with Secret, dude. That's so disappointing. I need Swift to have a solid team around him.
Into Birmingham, this is going to be so tough. No timeout left. Can they find their first? I mean, as I said, this is all a mindset game now for GK.
And keep in mind, if they build any kind of momentum,
I just don't know if Mata's the truth animour. I'm not going to lie.
You can see up above their logo. As we get ready for game 4 at Utopia, could be closing time for Cinderella.
You're looking for little wins. The kickoffs have been in GK's favor. Certainly implementing more strategies.
Good
That's
demo.
Space for Archie, throws it on net. TRK recognizes the danger. Doesn't get the second touch though. Killers with a clear. TRK no boost. Joyo challenging. It's around 1.
Boom.
Demoed for his work. Oli with space.
Think this Geekay roster makes a change? No, not anymore.
Nice save.
They made it and they're currently EU3. They just beat Dignitas. Like, they should not overreact to losing to Falcons this badly. The crowd just goes so silent when he goes for that.
Into Archie was almost sensational, but alas, 0-0. First 50, nice challenge from Oli.
This is sad, Geekay.
First on the scene.
With Cuties, nothing
Has
crazy.
Rawas there. He waits down.
Geekay are, I mean, they've elevated to a top 8 team of the world, and they have the potential to take down the best. Like, I don't think you make a change at all.
TRK's ready.
I think you just tell Oli to stay on the freaking Batmobile. TRK's solo goal. They're EU5, depending on Eugen, maybe EU6. They just beat Dignitas again. I don't think we can say Geekay are, I don't know. I don't know. Geekay have improved, like, they showed up this tournament. NFP bounced back for sure. Mates, I don't think they bounced back enough.
Just no saving it.
I don't know. Like, it's, who do you get, A? Who do you replace? Like,
I won't get too ahead of myself there. CRK with space.
I don't know if you missed. I don't know if you messed with this, dude. There's 3 ladybugs all on my light. There's 3 ladybugs on this windowsill. There's one right there. What? There's one right there. Where are the ladybugs coming from? There are 8 ladybugs in my field of view. What is happening? Why are there so many ladybugs? I pay $5 a month for pest control through this place, and I got 8 ladybugs. That's insane. Clear scores, yay. They cannot replace Oli, dude. He's actually their best performer. Maybe Archie and Flow State, but like Oli is still very, very good. He just doesn't have the PR.
Third man, Oli thought he was in a better situation than he was. Thought he could challenge.
Free ladybugs glitch. It was cute when there were 2 of them. Now there's 8, and I see them in the shower. It's a bit much, dude. Shot. Why does Joyo not go for that ball? Am I tripping?
As GK had numbers forward, nobody could get around on a clean shot.
TRK is jumping up and down on the quarter boost. Nah, I'm not in college anymore.
It's a great pass if he's forward a little more, but if your teammate's not there, it's just an errant touch.
That's the right idea, but that's the connection that they're missing.
Rawas.
Almost with the double.
Put the ladybugs in a cup or something. I should, but they're gonna fly away. Do you know ladybugs can fly?
This is a great chance.
I thought they were just there to look pretty. Rawas scores, clear assist. Dang it, just solo goal. Give them to a friend's young child. Kids love them. They're probably gonna die in the cup. Plus, the only like small children that I know live like a ways away.
For GK Esports, less than half of a game to try and turn this
Realistically,
around.
it's EU. Yeah, but it's still just one transfer window. I think it's a risk. I think if they underperformed the second split and they could make a change, maybe, but
Right from the goal line by Archie.
Vaz, I don't know if that's true anymore. With like if you look at the roster changes from last year, what the only one that made a move that was like prolific was Moist. You know, it was Joyo to Oxygen from Moist, and other than that, there was not anything. There was nothing in the top 4. Still, no use in these goals from TK. Close the cup, bro.
A little bit trigger happy up front, too aggressive.
And in the cookie jar.
Doesn't find.
I'll buy some clear plastic cups.
Get a freebie.
And I'll start collecting.
With 2 on the clock. Joyo.
That one better have flown up there, because that's a new one.
Challenge Rawas uses no boost to stop that attack right there. Here is Oli. TRK.
When was the last time we had a mid-season splitting of a LAN team that wasn't after Worlds?
Falcons, just
it would have been 22-23.
Archie finding demos. I've got to go right now, GK. Joyo gonna wait underneath.
Put a lid on a jar. It's not hard. Guys, I can't think that hard.
Joyo looks for a 50. They're going to brute force their way through here.
Are you
That's a
serious?
massive mistake, and that might just send GK home.
I mean, technically, Moist made a final and then made a change. That's the last one that comes to mind.
Just misread it by a tiny bit. Roas had it all sized up.
Vitality made San Diego and made a change, but we all knew that was happening. It didn't happen last year.
That's the
And since there's only one transfer window in the year, I'm pretty sure that's going to be kind of a standard.
Throw it behind Oli. 75 seconds. Killers wants 5. Crossbar, follow.
Dude,
Actually going to keep this one
I don't.
up, but
Interested in seeing Geekay and Dig swap Jorias and Oli. It's not happening. The thing is, it's like right now, Geekay have like some of the craziest levels of potential ice. That's a solid shot. Oh, there's a Joyo assist. Dang it. That hurts.
Archie.
Poro is an engineer making big boy money but doesn't know about jars with lids on them. Listen. Listen, I'm a little slow sometimes.
We're seeing some crazy.
But if Geekay are like the iciest team, why would you add Jorias?
They have anything else left.
I feel like that cancels out the best thing you have going for you.
Boom downfield. The biggest obstacle, of course, is time itself.
Oli with Jack and Stizzy, though, I wouldn't hate that.
All right, I think got a piece of that one. Archie.
Here he is.
Tried a lot before. Joyo trying to get in the way.
But Jorias is also like their best player when there is no ice half the time,
backboard,
so.
Not flinching at all.
The desk mentioned in the first series, Twisted
It's
Minds.
Jover. Yeah,
They
it's
look
been
better with their
Jover,
backs were against the
unfortunately.
wall the final minute.
No, it's going to be
Similar to
okay,
GK
thank
now,
goodness.
they're finding bumps
Dude,
on
that
their
scared
last
me for a
man.
second.
Too little, too late. They've got 30 seconds. Joyo downfield. Oli's got 0. Wants to fake for Archie. He's got none either. This means the shot's going to be weak. Falcons
Just swap the
looking to
dodge.
set up. 50 boost for everyone in net. And
Oh.
that's a great pass there, and
No, not another Joyo assist in garbage time, man.
could have a game.
I have to trade. I got my Napo garbage time goal. Now I got to deal with this freaking Joyo assists now.
Falcons left.
Frick, that means he put up a 0.5 assists per game this series. Are you serious?
14 seconds.
Current rumor, Achilles actually hasn't reported on this, but the current rumor is that Alcazia are looking at players to replace Nush. So yes, I do think Talk stays.
Beaten by Joyo. Only 5 seconds remaining and nobody took the ball with them.
Rawas, steal that goal.
Puts this fairy tale
Why does Rawas not steal this goal?
The kickoff
Ruined
strike
my
was there.
evening.
The plan was drawn up.
It's probably about as poorly as that game 4 could have ended for my fantasy team. Jeez.
Was terrible. GK, final hope.
Technically, nothing ends poorly for the fantasy team. All you can do is good, but it just helps other people, you know?
So far, 4-0, a sweep into the top 6.
All right.
Falcons
That was
had
one-sided.
to say about half of it. GK came alive
I want this
in the second
1v1
half
to
of
be
the
almost as
series,
one-sided with a Yen win.
But it was the consistent offense of Team Falcons. They dropped 18 goals.
Bro said
in
evening, it's
4
not even
games
noon. Is it not even noon
to
yet? Oh
sweep
my gosh.
GK out of this top 8 bracket and into Championship Sunday. Go Mina's Royalty.
And Archie, perhaps a case of too little, too late.
right, so that was
Puts up
pretty not
853
close.
points in game 4, a hat trick, but it wasn't enough. Falcons.
Not there. Not there.
Really,
Open up the right dock.
There's a few teams in the upper bracket that would not want to be facing them down here in the top 6. There's a reason why they.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be Falcons against either Karmine or NRG. That's crazy.
The GK team, who, well, looks so impressive in that final event.
That's going to be... This Championship Sunday is going to be
Falcons did not have to
stacked,
wait
guys. This is going to be
very long
so
to this
stacked.
weekend. They are eating well now after a 4-0 sweep. And impressive as it gets to a team that was struggling offensively at times, struggling defensively
Wow.
as well, despite some of their impressive defensive totals. You know, some open nets that were very uncharacteristic that put them into round 5, put their backs against the wall. They still survive.
I need an NA win out of one of
Now
these.
to the top 6 will play on Championship
I'm not going to
Sunday.
get one probably, but I need
And a
one.
Team Falcon squad that is almost, you could almost say it's a resurgence for them. After all the question marks from the
London
past
major
couple of
finals
days,
and lower quarters?
back
Quite
to
possibly.
perform on stage when it matters most.
As a player as well, just going to a different setup.
All right, so
playing in
let's
front
fill
of a
out
crowd,
who
a
gets
different
eliminated
environment
here.
can spark a team.
Quarterfinals.
Falcons looked flat
No Oli.
in the Swiss stage in the first 2 days of Birmingham, but that was dominant.
No
And
Archie.
that, as you said, could be the Kickstarter to, well, a fantastic run through this lower bracket. It was dominant from
And
Falcons,
no
start to
Joyo.
finish. GK called the timeout tried their best. But Falcons too good.
Same with
Falcons
semis.
were indeed too good. And an advance to Championship Sunday yet again, as Veracity is standing by with the coach.
I'm just gonna listen to this interview. I don't really care enough about Falcons.
A fantastic showing from the Falcons. Very different to the caliber we saw in play-in.
Then they're not
The
making
best of
finals
five
either.
Going into best of 7 have anything to do with that?
اداء جبار منكم خلال السيريز هذا الاول.
I'm also not going to be updating these as quickly tomorrow. So
حابب اسالك انه هل الدخول على البست اوف 7 مقارنه بالبست اوف 5 انه عندكم فرص اكثر، هل حسيتوا انكم مرتاحين؟
ايه بالنسبه لنا بيست اوف 7 نفضلها اكثر من بيست اوف 5 بس مو بهذا سبب ان فزنا اليوم 4-0 سبب ان ناظرنا اخطائنا في اليوم الاول.
How fast are they uploading that?
عفوا
Not fast enough. Dang it.
كنا نستقبل اهداف سهله شوي بس قدرنا نعدلها والحمد لله اليوم احسن كثير.
So it wasn't really just the switch from best of 5 to best of 7. We do.
Why is Reddles not great
course,
out
but
here?
That wasn't the reason. We went over our mistakes throughout day 2 and we tried to solve as many of them as possible. We had quite a few problems to deal with, but we went back to our roots and sorted it one after the other, and hopefully going forward it's going to get a lot better as well.
Well, it seemed like we saw a lot more Falcons aggression.
Okay.
The sheer amount of goals you were scoring was nothing
Come on.
short of
Give me the
incredible.
Give me the
So what do
replay.
you kind of credit that now performance?
بتقدر تحكينا على الاداء اللي قدمتوه خلال هالمره
This is just
لانه يعني شفنا فرق شاسع بين
This is all the math that I did. I'll share this graphic afterwards, where it like shows where people drafted. You can see you went pretty heavy on the midfield. You had a lot of good players. I went pretty heavy on offense. You had a lot of good players from Worlds as well on that front. And then this is the most telling thing, where all the defenders are all grayed out because most of them are like APAC or SSA. And I was looking at this and it's like, I just gotta, try to pick Leoro. Fever looked really solid most of the year, so I wanted to pick him too.
play a lot better on the stage.
So
You guys went from winning FIFA E into now, walking away
Hunter
with your
disappointing.
first playoffs victory here in Birmingham. What was it about
Martian,
that
you grayed out
early
Zen for
FIFA
Belair,
E?
but
Once
didn't
that
gray out
barrier
Atomic.
broke, now it seems like you guys are unstoppable. What was that the missing puzzle?
Oh, for this one, this is just the page for the lower AFLs, and Zen's not in lower AFL, so he's grayed out. But Atomic was. So
ثقة بنفسكم لانه دائما كنتوا تمروا بهالمشاكل قبل هيك. فايش تقدر تحكي لنا عنه؟
ايه طبعا فوزنا ببطولة فيفا
Come on.
حافز وثقة اكبر.
This is going to be an insane performance out of Rowas, TRK, and this is going to be a pretty good round for only having 3 players for me.
I want to say, yeah, definitely, for sure. Winning the FIFA World Cup definitely broke that barrier because we've struggled with it time and time again. But this time around, it's going to be different, and we're going to take it one step at a time. We haven't done anything.
Yeah, like upper AFLs, like all the players who are eliminated are grayed out.
I've been
But
hearing some Falcons fans in the crowd.
I
Is there
only have
anything you wanna
LJ in the
say
upper
to the
AFLs. That's
fans that have been
crazy.
here amongst all of us?
Yeah, Myth just drafted good players, which is kind of working.
اي شيء حابب تحكيه للمتابعين مشجعين
But
فالكونز
not enough.
او حتى اللي عم بيشجعوك في بيوتهم وبيتابعوا البثوث.
He's got a lot of players alive. Belair has 4, you have 2, I have 1. That adds. So
يدعمونا ويشجعونا باذن الله نسعدهم في الايام الجايه باذن الله.
I'm also going to have to update. What are scores looking like after the last series? I think we've looked at this. Yeah, we have. You're probably taking like at least a 1-point lead.
And hopefully, if you keep supporting,
I don't think
us,
Archie
we'll do
dragged
even
you down
better
that
and better
much.
throughout the tournament. And again, this is only the start.
You heard it here first.
There's a 4th replay.
Giving them your energy. Congratulations again to the Falcons.
Total sort by wins. Okay. TRK 5 goals, 6 assists.
In the Rocket League broke the sound barrier as they sent Cinderella home. GK's story.
This is going to be insane. Watch this number. 420. Okay. Rawas, 7 goals, 6 assists. But that's just assists. That's still over an assist per game.
They played clean, and they were actually the team that was taking
That's a 6.0. Yep.
Leaving the mid of open and then
Clears, 8 goals, 2 assists. You only got 2 assists that series?
On that final day, Falcons looking strong, but it felt like we saw Oli yesterday as well.
5.2. Okay, so he outperforms Clears, or TRK, and Lost for that matter. Exactly 10.9, or 10.9, okay.
And basically,
And then Oli,
Yeah, I mean,
3 saves, no assists.
The Stephen Falcons tomorrow, they're not going to be playing that way, they are going to need to get their usual style back in order. But you play
That's
who's in front
backwards.
of you, and
3
when
saves, 4
GK
assists.
are offering you that many
0.
opportunities just to counter-attack and hit the long ball.
For the 1v1 I don't care about, so in the meantime, Val's updated top 20 mid-tournament. Vitality, KC, NRG, Falcons, Ultimates, Furia. Falcons below Ultimates after today, or after yesterday. It's a little oof, but okay. Furia 6. Mine 7th, NIP 8, Dig 9th, Geekay 10th, Mawkzy 11th, Gen G 12th, SSG 13th, 14th M80. Wow, still right in them. 15 Wildcard, 16 9 Lives, 17 100%, 18 Luminosity. Good, Luminosity's in there. Secret at 19, and who's GDF? Guangdong Freaks? Is that like a League of Legends team? Am I tripping? I don't know who GDF is.
Little mistakes like that, they cost the series, and now GK, the Cinderella run, as Wave eloquently put.
Confidence, okay.
20 goals to 8. That was 20 goals in 4 games is
Joyo 2 assists.
Third rate of goal scoring.
They scored 20 times?
That's still a 2.0. Dang.
How many of those shots were taken from their own
And then
side of the
Archie,
field?
8 saves.
It was a lot.
So he actually does kind of recover that by the end of
There was
it.
a critical moment where one of those games went to overtime. Stumpy is going to break it down for us.
Thank you very much, Wave. So
All right.
it's this overtime where suddenly we saw that GK that
And
had
the
a
score.
little bit of pressure. We'll run it through the entire
Oh
time.
my gosh, he took a
They got 3
massive
goals.
lead,
One
Dolphin.
went to overtime, and then it's that
Ultimates under
snappy,
Falcons
quick
because Falcons have a higher
counter-attack,
beat. That's fair. That's fair.
killing
There's still
GK
tournament to play, so we'll get to see more as
the
well.
series. So we start with the kickoff again. Joyo actually gets the demo, but does not secure that boost. Very importantly, he has to get rid of the ball. That immediately then has the ball fall
Okay,
down towards
okay.
Archie. You see on this play, Roas.
We need
is
Falcons
in
to get
the air. He
destroyed.
covers that immediate shot. Killer's just off the side of frame. He's waiting, see if it sneaks through. He'll have the momentum to come through and clear it to
I
the
gotta
corner
screenshot
if
this and
needs
send
be.
it.
If then we carry on after Archie's shot then ends up coming in, TRK then is ready to clear this away. Joyo, again, still on 0 boost from that kickoff. He has to keep his momentum going. That takes him straight towards the Falcons' net. Once
Dolphins
he does
seems to be
that,
doing pretty
Killers
well
has
with his team right now.
immediately turned. He knows TRK has a clear shot, and he knows that if he can just get somewhere in the midfield, TRK will send it to him.
I know I'm like
Because
showing
GK
the
have pushed
snipping
up
tool on
so
screen and
far
everything.
Off their momentum towards the end of the Game 3 regulation.
Oh, I should do this
Once
later,
TRK
actually.
hits this ball, it goes
Grab
straight
Archie
to
on the main
Killers.
screen. Yeah, I gotta
See it play
confirm
through,
that
and then Roas right
stats
towards the
are
end.
right.
He makes the goal wide.
And then
Only's too far up.
I should do
Roas
that
is
part
there.
first.
He can then just sink
So
it.
Archie,
Nice and easy
total
peasy, but that is
44
exactly what
saves.
was happening throughout the game.
Yep, that
consistently
tracks.
for Falcons. It's why it ended up being the only overtime in the entire series. Clean 4-0. GK couldn't get it done, and
Oli.
Falcons, that's why they're one of the fastest teams in the world.
And when you're losing a series 20 goals to 8, obviously a single moment is not the difference maker. But when you get a game to overtime in a series
25
like that,
saves,
gotta
11
That's where
assists.
The momentum plays a factor, right? But I liked what I saw to GK. Like in that moment, we got to be aggressive.
Where did I get
We gotta
extra
get in
stats from
their
Oli
face. It's just
from?
They chose the wrong path, basically. Joyo 0 boost, can't really get it done. But that's kind of how they went 12-0 in Europe in Open 3. They just ran in the face of everyone, played with speed, and it
Okay, so
works.
Oli is
When it
not
doesn't
right.
work, it looks terrible.
Yeah, that was the sort of performance where they were respecting Falcons, and the best GK performances are when they almost turn the name tags off. And
Okay,
I'm just gonna go
we'll
anyway.
search for that in a
I don't care
second.
who you are, but they just were not on the same page. They had 2 people going a lot of time. One
And then
person
Joyo
did it,
assists
and unfortunately,
17.
They couldn't read the rest of the story of Cinderella.
Well, half of the 3v3 games are done for the day, but we have a halftime show.
Joyo
for you
17
guys.
assists
That
is what I said?
a
Yes,
historic
okay.
proportions. The first
So
ever
Joyo's locked in.
Rocket League 1v1 RLCS finals on a LAN will happen right after the break.
So total Joyo or Oli this one, 3 saves, 0. So is my lower AFL right?
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a
Yes,
multi-policy
okay.
discount by combining your
So now we
car,
got to go
home,
to Swiss round
motorcycle,
5,
commercial
see what he
auto,
did there.
and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at
It's gonna yell at me for going too
progressive.com.
fast. You're about gonna get lunch. Sounds good. Also gotta make sure the games are right. Try out 23 games. Oli 23 games. Yeah. RG 23 games. Okay. Swiss round 5. Looking at Oli, I have him as 6 saves, 2 assists. Oli, 6 saves, 2 assists. Okay. NRG Geekay. Oli, 4 saves, 0 assists in round 4. Okay, so I have I have a ghost assist in here. Oh, I must have like looked at Joyo stats or something. 0-4. How does that do for the score?
Nice.
Does that fix it? This is my overall. Oli. 25 and 11. 25 and 11. Okay, there's the mistake. We found it. We're good.
Let's go, Mawkzy. Let's go, Mawkzy.
Should probably be watching this.
Let's go, Mawkzy. Let's go, Mawkzy.
The man ahead. Do you trust your teammate Torsos?
Yeah.
Fall into him and be reborn. Well done. Well done.
What on earth? Only 1.25. Is that total? Does Mawkzy pick up a ping pong paddle? What is going on?
How do you do, fellow 1v1er? Me and Stumpy over there were wondering if you wanted to play with us, because we're LF third, which means that we're in the market for a new friend.
Nah. Let me think about that. You know what? Nah. I do it alone.
Only 1.25 overall is crazy bad. All right, that's it, I guess. And then Archie's a 2.0. 2.30. This just makes me feel better. Right mid, Joyo puts up a 2.96. Insane. Points. Okay. And then I got to do the upload of the graphic. We can go back to it on here as well. I got to make sure I write these down. Scores after round. They're lower AFL. Top 5 performers this round. Who are the top 5 performers this round? We got to go to lower AFL. I deleted the thing, so it should be smaller. Rawas is number 1. Killiers is number 2. Lost and TRK tie for 4th. And then it's Nalpo. Rawas got a 6.00. Killiers got a 5.2. Tied 3rd. Lost with a 4.20. TRK 4.20, and then 5 is Nalpo with 3.0. And then top 5 performers overall. Is Nalpo actually leading the top 5 performers overall? So it's Nalpo. Oh no, it's Rawas. Holy. So Rawas number 1, Nalpo number 2, Yan number 3. Shoot. I will probably be back for the upper AFL, so I'm probably going to take a break from streaming after this. I'm not going to stream the 1v1. I got to take care of stuff with my apartment, so. $2.93 here. And 2.96 for Joyo.
The action continues to roll in Birmingham as GK give it their best effort.
3.64.
Get sent home by the Falcons. 6 teams remain, and we will continue the 3v3 action here in just a moment. But before then, we have some very exciting action to get into. Some historic action that's never happened before.
Yeah.
In the history of the RLCS, we're going to be playing 1v1s on the stage in front of a crowd for $15,000. Yeah, I believe, yeah. And a spot at the World Championship? Yeah, I mean, come on. Get out of town.
Yeah,
5 Joyo.
First place gets 15,000. Second place gets 5,000. Then in first,
2.96.
if you win that, you go to Lyon to play for the grand final against the winner of the NAs.
All right.
Mina.
Mina.
We got Sam here.
And then you get even more.
35.
All right, I'll be back for upper AFLs, but I do have to take care of some apartment stuff.
You get about 50 bands, I think that's about where.
So.
It's going to be incredible. This is
I will
the
be
schedule
dipping
for, the day,
for
so
a
we're not
bit.
done with the 3v3 action. If you're waiting to see Karmine Corp play,
I will be
you
back.
have to wait a little bit longer. We're going to play this
I'll be back.
We're going to play
To
Vitality
update upper
versus
AFLs.
Ultimates, which should also
I should update
be an excellent matchup, but then we'll see Karmine Corp versus NRG. Possibly a preview of the grand finals. Who knows? I don't write.
22 games, 20 assists.
But
That's
before
crazy.
that,
Yeah.
We got to play some 1v1s. And CJ.
Yes.
As a former player, what does it mean to see RLCS expanding like this?
Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. I could not do this 1v1.
All
I
right.
mean, you could at least blame your teammates, you know, T-Base.
Scores. I'm going to update the graphs. 21.29 for Myth.
Exactly. There's no Rizzo to blame.
No Rizzo to blame.
This is massive. You know, 1v1s have been out. You know, obviously Johnny Boy as well. Hopefully, I'm sure he'll talk about it later
Myself
on.
is.
This is huge.
This is
24.50.
So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin the 1v1 finals in Birmingham.
Introducing first on the blue side, the European
25.72.
holder of the highest greatest ever solos MMR at 1891, hailing from
That's wow. The climb has been steady. Gotta catch that for a second. 23-29. Wow, that's as separated as it's been. Then player graphs. I just gotta do the copy paste.
The 1v1 main took down all before him in the most competitive qualifier, the most competitive region. He took down all of KC along the way as well, Gibbs. All the pressure was on this guy. Everyone else in it, they're playing 3v3s. This man was born for once.
And he's not representing a team, he's representing an entire country in France. And he even said during that 1v1 tournament, I want to knock everyone else out that is not from France first, and then I'll worry about them. That is how much he cares about his countrymen there. And he did so beautifully. This is the thing he has built his career around. The 1v1, and now it's paying off.
It's when he walked out there, I mean, that background, we've been putting up team logos and stuff on it, but the tri-bar of France, the blue, the white, and the red, so strong. But he has a challenger on the other side. This one representing South America.
And his opponent, representing South America, he is the South American
Rise and Oli are out.
and two-time Sam MVP from
Napo's out.
This is yeah!
Wow, he's getting just booed. That's incredible. That's insane. Archie goes out here. TRK stays in. Atomic and Joya both go out. Okay. Looks good. All right. I will be back. Running ads. Peacing out for a bit. See you in a bit.
Talk about Yan on LAN. He is so incredibly clutch.